And welcome to the School of Nerdcraft and Dungeonry. I know what I'm saying. I am your professor of leisure studies, Duvis Domain Cleric, and this is Magic Academy. I'll be your GM for the evening as we explore the magical world of kids on brooms. Today we are joined by Randall.
Hello.
Evelyn.
Howdy there.
Bonnie.
I was so unprepared for the redneck. Hello.
Mist.
Resisting the urge to use a specific voice.
That's a
good
mood.
one.
And Heather.
Things are so totally tubular tonight, so let's go.
Oh,
You even have the jacket on.
I took psychic damage. You can help us and be part of the Magic Academy by making sure you like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. This episode is powered by Sirenscape because epic games need epic sounds. And with that, let's get into tonight's episode of Tales of Technomancy.
Oh, I didn't bring my wand. It's up there.
Yeah, I actually made this one when I was bored. Anyway,
I have a
Nice.
knitting
I bought
needle.
mine. I don't make stuff. People make
yeah.
things for me.
I am broke. Anyway, so who would like to earn some adversity tokens to read the recap?
Do I get them for writing again?
Yes, you know what? You will get additional for if you read it, and since you wrote it, you will get adversity tokens.
I don't want to read it. I just want adversity tokens for writing it.
Well, shit the bed.
I'll
Who's
do
reading
it.
them? Okay.
Let me
We'll
find them. I'm
split-
on the
we'll
wrong
split the
server.
love.
That they won't be there.
Wrong.
Sorry,
Why?
I saw Wafa and I got my mind left my body.
Okay.
Goblin Wafa.
Yeah, my brain also left, and I went, oh right, that's a thing.
All right. Welcome to episode 2 recap. We started off with the internet troll battle that happened. The 5 of us spectacular students who all have straight A's. The trolls start bursting out from the server, and we're like, yo, this is not cool. So Poe turns his arm into electric banhammer and kills one of the 3 trolls like that. Leia tries to distract the other 2 incoming closer with a 4chan chatter and fails. Stella knocks one over with a nanobot whip. Spicy. Renee tries to shoot one of their magic pistols but ends up knocking off his mask. Logan tries to hit another with a magical defrag and misses. That's not how I remember it going. I never miss. Leia pulls out an aux cord and connects it to the server and plays the ultimate troll move. Rick Astley's Rickroll, killing the final 2. Post this battle that happened with these trolls, Leia notices that it seems Poe knows what's going on and that he's trying to cover it up, the mysteries that are happening, while Stella tells them that getting into the server gave her a migraine from the noise and they should talk about it later, with Poe immediately just walking the fuck out. Renee has to hold up the mask and Leia finds a wire to fix it. Renee pushes back that he could fix it, but Stella ends up fixing it since they don't have blood. Weird to say out loud, but it's true. She ends up magically adding rosemary that assists with masking human scent, which is a fun fact we learned last time that I regret knowing. Well, actually, I could use that. Logan plugs into the server computers to pull the logs from the attack. Rexy manages to distract the IT students.
The IT crowd.
IT students.
And leaves Logan to take a good look. Stella goes after him after he pulls all of the logs, running off into, I don't know, wherever. Happened, and she lets him see what happened to her after the attack, finding out that the code was only generated 3 days prior to the attack. Logan creates a duplicate hard drive with a duplication spell for Stella to look over and accidentally tries to kiss her before she leaves. Let's not remember that part. Can we scratch that part? Can we edit that out? Thank you, editor. The infamous
No, it's there.
It's in my
Flick
notes.
the Bean moment happened, which Gay Randall here to tell you that does not sound comfortable, and I'm glad I'm gay. Everyone gets a message that classes are canceled. Nope. That they were canceled for the day. Then Leia posts to cast it's our ex. about what to do. That's Twitter. I was trying to be hip for a second. Did it work?
No.
That you can connect your Tamagotchi to the internet and it dies. This causes Tamagotchi Gate and it goes viral. Creates a subreddit /r misused Tamagotchi. At least the memes were fire. Stella is reading until dinner time and goes to grab Poe that evening to go over the contents of the hard drive that they have, the duplicate one, which is definitely a real one, not a fake one. There's a photo of Logan still in the background of their phone. Oh, love me. I'm sure I'm on so many phones. Anyway, Logan is sifting through the logs while scrolling through Enchanter. That's Grinder. Leia grabs Renee. I'm helping. Some people are against. Leia grabs Renee and they go to find Logan to see what's up. And Leia catches that he's on Enchanter, but very much on the down low. You know, mask for mask. Piecing things together for his music taste and app notification sounds. They find some information, though. They find that there's this ecotoxic experiment in nanobots that are infecting Stella, and they're the only one that survived. Poe tells everyone the sound he heard in the servers was the same sound they heard the night he got his injuries. And these meddling kids make plans to go to EcoCon since Stella is in and possibly investigate. Poe needs to make a pit stop at his Uncle Baron's ingot melter. Someone zoned out at the end because it went.
That's not the end of the sentence. Shut the fuck up.
I was relying on you.
My God,
close enough.
Uncle's name is funny.
It's close enough. I got most of the information. Leave me alone.
Oh, we were all burnt out by the end of the session just from
At the
flicking
end of that
beam.
session, we were later.
We were later.
At all. It's fucking.
Someone thought getting a new car would take 2 hours. Fun fact, it took 7. So they lied to me, and I believed it.
It was late. It was late.
So
my brain checked out at like 11 past.
But we're here today, and where are we at, DM?
Oh, we are
GM.
just at
Wandmaster?
I'm pretty sure like we were just like,
Be
we're gonna
my
go to bed.
Wandmaster.
We'll get back together the next morning.
Yeah, it's Doofus Master, thank you.
Wand
Listen,
master.
Dude, you gotta
Okay, so I'm gonna say just for the slate, for reading the recap and for doing it with such flair, I'm going to give you 2 adversity tokens. However, you already lost one from messing up on TikTok, so it only counts as 1. And of course, Heather, you're just the best, and you get 2.
Oh, thank you. I thought that was only worth 1, but okay. Thanks. I appreciate that.
That was you go into extreme detail with notes. Credit where credit's due. So everyone, throw some support in chat for our we stand Heather. Yes.
You want someone at your table that takes really detailed notes? Hi.
Or if you guys if you really want to talk about how amazing, right? Just like Evelyn and I had the same thought. If you want to talk about how amazing Heather is and all the detail work that they do, go check out Heather's shop and use Magic 15 for 15% off discount.
It's not the time to plug my store.
This is the right time to do it.
I think they might have zoned out. I don't know.
There are some really cute tumblers on there with the Baldur's Gate characters on them, and I really want the
I was like
Astarion
Evelyn
one.
Darlin. Tumblr's dead.
I brought it back.
Oh man, you know what?
It's alive and well.
Apparently in my
I was
store.
gonna say I completely forgot about Tamagotchi Gate in my notes, so thank you for that.
Ow, it was about me. Why wouldn't I make that note, like those notes? It was fire.
We all remember the Tamagotchi dying. I forgot that it got uploaded to the subreddits.
I was like, what?
Which was
happens when you
hilarious.
connect it to the internet and it dies, and everyone's like, Heather or Leia, they don't know about magic, and I was like, oh fuck. It was a whole thing.
And then there was an entire hacker community of Tamagotchi people that started making the memes and everything else.
Yes.
All
All right.
I'll find that out later.
Tamagotchi.
All right. So we are starting off the next day. Y'all had decided that you're going to go by EcoGen Solutions to pick up these badges that have been made for you and the background checks that have been run to ensure you can go to this facility. First, We are going to go over to Poe. Poe, you had one additional stop to make before y'all left. It's roughly about 8 o'clock in the morning. You had to wake up early to beat the day so you can get everything done in time. So what you can do for me is describe the location you're traveling to.
So, towards the roughly outskirts of town is a very U-shaped building, and the bricks of the building does not match. Like, one is a dark one, the middle is slightly tannish, and the other side is a lightish color, but it makes a U. And originally it was an antique shop and a curio on this corner block of the city, and my godfather / uncle bought the entire block to connect it together for his forge in the background so he wouldn't get disturbed by neighbors when he's hammering away on metal.
Fantastic. So as you are approaching, you are going towards the forge. You don't hear the hammering.
That's unusual. He's normally working around this time.
What would you like to do?
First things first, I'm before heading to the back where the forge is, I am going to check the modified front entrance to see if it's locked.
It is currently unlocked.
That's also weird. I normally have to knock. I'm going to open the door and listen to see if the bell jingles.
You hear the jingling, the standard kind of, even though with all the magic and technology in the world, nothing beats a good bell at a door to see when somebody's coming in. You see, standard affair for what you're used to seeing in the shop, but nobody behind the counter.
I'm going to peek in to the through the hole in the wall into the antique side to see if Baron's over there.
You go over to the antique side. Go ahead and make me a... Wow, I totally have all these memorized. Go ahead and just make me a grit roll for no good reason.
So fun thing about this cat dice is the cat is the 0. That landed on 10, so give me a second. Okay, so 18 plus 1, so 19.
You see, not many people go into the antique side. You see dust has been kicked up in the floor. Looks like heavy footprints in this dust. And looks like someone has been dragged.
All right, that's. I'm gonna quickly go to the curio side and see if it's the same way, or if anything's different about it.
Curio side. All right, go ahead and make me an additional grit roll.
Apparently, these dice are being very nice to me today.
For now.
I'm gonna stop buying you guys dice.
I mean,
that's
Randall,
17.
If it makes you feel better, I am gonna try and use the goldfish dice today.
17. So on this end, you see a fridge standing wide open. Multiple trash cans have been knocked over. Looks like a shelf is completely collapsed. All leading towards the dust marks that were made on the antique side.
I'm going to quickly push open the double door that's like behind the counter to the forge area to see if it's just as dirty.
You see, you don't even have to roll on this one. similar kind of mess. Multiple things knocked off of counters, shelves wide open. You see the forge is slowly burning out. And you hear a commotion coming towards the living quarters in this forge.
I'm going to quickly text on my phone to everyone else. The shop's been destroyed. I need help. And then go towards the living room quarters as quickly as I can.
As you walk to the door, I need you to make a brawn roll for me real quick.
You receive a text back. What's the address?
I was gonna say you get another text.
Can you leave a
pen?
She's like, on it. I know exactly where we're going. I'll be there.
Never mind.
JKLOL smiley face.
Going.
So that is a total of 6. It landed on 5 plus 1, so it was close.
You are completely knocked on your feet as the door slams open, and you see your Uncle Baron stumbling out. It's like, oh, fuck. Oh. What happened last night? And you hear a flush in the background.
Do you have a friend over?
Oh, I've got a few. Sorry, we hit the bar last night. No, I'm sure you recognize them, and you see these other gnomes walking out, all stumbling, like bags under the eyes, all like kind of holding their heads. It's like, Duke, Earl, Laird, Thane. Say hi, guys. It's my nephew.
Hi. The shop is destroyed. You've even knocked over one of your shelves.
Listen, Thane may have been thrown.
That does not surprise me.
He's fine. You see, like, a makeshift bandage across one eye, across the forehead, blood a little bit on there, just...
I'm going to quickly text... Never mind. Uncle had a wild party. Adopted dad had a weird party. Just like weird party happened.
Damn. I was hoping to see if there's anything new.
I'm going to type, you can still show up. There probably is new shit.
Well then.
Uncle,
what can I do for it? What brings you here? You shouldn't see me like this.
The call from last night. Do you not remember?
I don't remember many things. Right. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going
goodness.
to the place that,
Oh, no.
and I'm going to look at the other people. The place my parents and you worked at before you bought the shop with your retirement money.
Stain immediately throws up. Oh god. We had to put you back together. Goes back running towards the bathroom. It's like, okay. Oh.
It's a pleasant memory for me either, but you didn't have to do that.
Well.
It's like, okay. Sorry. Bad memories came up. I told the boys.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't the only thing that came up.
You see his face like start turning red, and he's like, "We are not going. You're my godson, nephew. No, we're not talking about. Anyway, all right."
We represent the Lollipop Guild.
Cut to a flashback of a whole bunch of gnomes. Like, there is a giant disco ball and neon lights flashing across the forge, fires bursting up through it, and just dancing and drinks being thrown everywhere. Cut back to the present. All of them are just sitting there like, we handle stress in different ways.
I know. And you left the disco ball still hanging there. And I'm going to point up to as it's like slightly cocked to one side.
Yeah, it's like barely hanging on. And as you say that, just it's like, oh, that's going to be a whole day.
I do have friends that are going to meet me before we go to where, but they are going to be doing a background check, and I am concerned.
Well, I can't think of why, like, they're paying for your scholarship. So other than that, they could be, you could tell them it's part of your class is to check them out. Just
they're also the one that funded this thing, and I'm gonna point to the robot arm, and then my eye, I'm like, apparently they're also in some, and one of my friends passed as well, so this is great.
That does put you in a pickle.
Speaking of pickles, I'm pretty sure you ate all of them.
You look, and there is just a barrel that has not been opened, but split in half. What looks like a giant hammer.
I'm sorry. Me out of the background of Poe's head, a barrel?
A barrel of pickles.
A barrel of pickles.
Gaius.
You know,
It's a barrel of pickles.
No, this is a barrel of barrel of pickles. Guys, it's a barrel of dicks. There is a difference.
A barrel of
What about
pickles. Got it.
Ah, yes, the wild dickle.
Oh man, I cannot with you.
Do you need me to make you the all cure that you taught me when I was younger?
You have things to do. All right. You should be safe on a background check. It's just if they ask why you're there, I have an idea.
That's why I'm concerned, because of the background and where I went to school before here.
It's like, let me see your hand for a second. He looks
I'm
at
gonna
it.
hold up both of them, like, which one? The robotic one or the real one?
He takes the mechanical one, kind of looks over, like sits on the table, kind of picks at it. Hammer comes down and smacks the pinky off. Tell me you need this fixed.
I just popped it off. It comes off. Oh my! I'm gonna pop the middle finger off and hold it there. It's like, they literally just pop off.
Listen, it's a solution, and like you see like some of the wires and like bent metals. Like this will take them 15 minutes. Just tell them, hey, your friends were coming, and you need help with this.
Okay. Thanks. I'm gonna put the pinky. Right now, currently, I'm just gonna stick it right here over my ear, like it's a pencil, and just be like, I do not know how I'm going to explain this to my friends, and I don't know if it's around this time the bell on the door rings or not, but this would be great.
As I don't know how I'm going to explain to, and the door opens up, and everyone is arriving to the smell of pickles, and you just see several hung over gnomes and a broken disco ball, and your friend holding his pinky as he's putting it behind his ear.
Oh. Why'd I miss the rager? Someone give me the invite.
You know, Poe, there's somebody you remind me of. You watch anime?
Yes, I do.
Do you watch? All right, we're gonna talk later.
Yeah, okay. Concerned. Careful of the broken shelf in the curio shop. It's the one on the top, and the refrigerator's broken, and the busted barrel. Uncle, who's the person sleeping in the barrel?
Oh, good lord.
He's gonna look over. It's like, oh man, who the hell is that? We really need better security around here. He's gonna kind of go over and like lift him out of the bucket. Be like, Oh, that's Carl. Just holds him up. Starts waving the arm.
The Carl that has llamas.
No, this is the Carl that sleeps in pickle barrels.
Is that the Carl that owns the car dealership? Because there's several different Carls in this town that you know.
I'm just gonna turn and look at Renee. Oh, that's Carl. You know, that's Carl.
Yeah. Well, yes, Carl. Oh, you're saying you don't know Carl?
Yeah, no. Just in case you didn't know, that's Carl.
I mean, clearly we both
you
know it's
definitely
Carl.
know. Whenever he doesn't know someone's name, he calls him Carl.
No, my godfather uncle has forgotten this person's name and refers to them as Carl.
Okay.
And that's why I'm asking, because I know of 3 Carls, and this is not any of those 3.
I guess it's Carl 4.
Hopefully it's not Carl Ford.
Oh no. Well.
So as he's he sets Carl down, you're like, all right, that's going to give you a reason why you need to be there. If they ask anything else, don't tell them.
Yes, let's not go over specific details. But I don't know if anybody wants to go through the shop while it's destroyed. I'm gonna look to see if Logan has a weird look on his face and while all this is going on, or anybody else has a weird look.
Sorry, I was on.
I'm paying attention to what was said. No
New
details.
location. Don't worry about it.
No. Oh, you're at the forge that a giant rager has happened at.
Oh no, I know.
Okay.
And
No,
you're standing in a
he's
building
updating
that's
his
part of the-
location.
I'm updating my location.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my god. Logan, why do people need to know where you are? You
Well-
meeting someone?
There's this like trend. There's not a lot of people, and I just like going on first for the came to Flamer instead of Tinder. That just got worse.
Yeah.
Getting on Flamer and updating my location, become the newer interesting thing. Look for other single women. It's it's helpful.
Well, honey, why didn't you get on that there? What was it your parents called it? Christian mingle?
Oh, yes.
It's Centaur Mingle.
No,
it's Christian mingle because his parents think that he's a good straight church boy.
No.
Yeah,
Logan,
I
you
tried
automatically
that.
receive a ping from the profile picture is just full on a gnome with a hammer in front of their junk.
Is it that classic recognizable sound?
Please say
Leia knows what the sound is.
Renee knows what the sound is.
I will
also
not
know what the sound is.
I'm an innocent child in this whole thing.
What does it sound like?
It sounds like that classic doo-doo.
Logan, I thought Flamer, is that like new? Because I thought like the other dating site was called Flickr.
I recognize that.
I
sound,
think
and
that's
that ain't
for-
Flickr.
I think Flickrs is kind of like the scissors. That's for
Flickr's for lesbians, right?
yeah. Flickr's a lesbian. I don't.
Yo,
I didn't want to take your accent either, but I did.
I'm gonna look at my uncle to see if there's a face being made that any of this conversation happened at the other end of the store that we can clearly hear.
He's gonna
What's Carl looking
start
like?
nodding. Carl is doing his best, which is breathing. You just see
Who got their phone?
you have no idea. You just see Baron Nodden's like, No. Flicker. That was all right. Flavor been on there a few times. Actually, that's how we got some of the folks into this party. I don't know why he became Southern. Apparently,
It's
How
because
did they
Simon
go
is
from like Massachusetts to like down south?
No, I'm just updating my location. I'm sure it'll be fine, and we'll be perfectly. Aren't we here for something? We don't need to involve ourselves with my relations.
I'm gonna scratch my head, and that's when you're gonna definitely notice the pinky is missing and behind my ear. We're here to get me.
What is happening today?
Is that their mechanical hand broken?
Yes. Very, and I'm gonna thumb over very unconventional means of it being broken.
No.
I
if it
slipped
can
and
be
fell.
broke easy, it can be fixed easy.
Baby, it looks like you cleaved it in half.
Technically crushed, but tomato.
Well,
We
how
won't
long is
go
it going
there.
to take for you to fix it? I mean, we're due at the lab here in an hour.
I'm not doing it. They are.
Yeah, they'll fix it, and I'll explain on the way why I'm worried about my background check. I'm gonna kind of pat my
I thought we
uncle
were coming here
on
to
the
fix.
back.
I thought, didn't they say that they could fix it here too?
He can, but he's slightly inebriated, and I'm gonna kind of slap him on the back as I start walking towards the
throws up.
front.
He leans forward. It's like, oh, let me get y'all. Let me get y'all a Uber. I can't. What's magical Uber, guys?
It's
Broomer.
Broomer.
No,
At
that does
least you're
not
not
sound
trying-
right. No.
At least you're not trying to get the commemorative
no,
mugs from the back and give it to these people,
No.
because those were just hammers.
No. No.
Let's see. We have Zoomer. We have Broomer. It's like a half and half there.
can't we just call Lyft?
Yeah. It's like, lift right on. Wow. Matthew McConaughey's like, I got you. All right.
Go Longhorns, right, Mr. McConaughey?
That
That's what
was
I'm
so
talking about.
unfiltered.
That doofus. Yeah.
Oh, you guys are breaking me so early. It's fine. Everything's fine. Anyway, so
We're
after
calling
about-
Elevate. Thanks.
Why did I immediately go for elevator?
No, it's just straight up lift because that's what Matthew McConaughey is going to have on his phone. He's leaving the Rager. Anyway,
He was in the barrel.
This does not surprise me that my godfather,
Well.
uncle. I honestly still don't know what to call you, Baron. You're like my adopted dad / godfather / uncle.
You've called him your godfather uncle a few times. I feel like you have to.
He is my godfather because my parents entrusted me to him, but he also technically adopted me, even though I didn't have to change my name. And he is my uncle through my mother.
Matthew McConaughey is going to walk up, pull a pickle out of his pocket, take a big bite. He's like, I go where I'm needed. I'm like a tumbleweed going across the waves. Now, let me tell you, Poe, it don't matter what the title is, as long as you care about each other.
I care about him. It's just moments like this make me wonder how I'm still alive.
I have asked myself that many a times. I mean, I have been in movies. I filmed with Snoop Dogg and survived. He switched out the fake weed with real weed, and I almost left this mortal plane. Like, I saw stars, the room's fun. I woke up 24 hours later, and all of a sudden now I'm a teacher at a magical school. We don't know how we get here, but all we got to do is make it. All right, man?
I completely understand.
Do you?
I really liked the
don't.
movie you did with J-Lo, sir.
That one was good. That one was real good.
Is that how other people get here? They do weed.
I can't
We just-
wow. anymore.
As you get older, you're going to learn that sometimes you just got to ride the wave straight into the station.
What if you can't get older, though?
Does that mean that Dare is like, an anti-magic association because they don't want people doing weed to get here. It all makes sense now.
You see, like, his face kind of changed, like, man, I like the way you're thinking, even if I don't think what you're thinking is what I'm thinking.
I think we're not on the same page, but sure.
But we're in the library, and that's where you're going to find it.
Someone else take a lead. I'm confused.
Me too.
Mr. McConaughey, I hope you have a good rest of the day, and I'm going to kind of shove him out the door.
Oh, your live's here. And you see a full-on, like, minivan, like, three rows pulls up. It's like, hey, how's it going? Y'all going to... He's kind of looking at us like, it's just a weird warehouse in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
Yep.
Are y'all gonna do, like, the drugs? Because I'm not sure I can condone this.
No, I
we're
can't do
not,
drugs.
but we're going to go there and spray paint the hell out of an empty building.
Make a charm roll real quick.
Leia's gonna look towards the driver and be like, "Don't ask questions above your pay grade."
That is going to change the difficulty.
Why are we in this rumor?
It's not what it's called. It's a lift.
It's a lift.
If I say it, you guys won't believe me. Why didn't we take our brews?
Well, difficulty was 10, so...
He offered to call us a lift. I don't know, man.
You don't turn down a ride when McConaughey offers it to you.
I mean,
you can.
He sounded quite ill-informed.
Yeah, I am concerned about Mr. McConaughey at this point.
I quite literally had to pass a spell on him so that he would talk like an adult.
Honestly, I feel like that's a conversation for, like, after this.
Well,
in terms of, like, who's
I imagine
leader
Logan's just, like,
school,
squished in between people, just like, we are here, so.
We are currently in the vehicle. We're just waiting for our friend in the front to start going.
Yeah, so the driver, after you say, you know what? I was wild in my younger days. I'm not going to question it. Just, you don't know my car, my name, or anything about me. And floors it.
All right.
And y'all have a good...
Leia's on her BlackBerry.
So, yep, y'all have a good 45-minute drive. What are y'all doing in the moment?
No one's concerned with what he said.
Not really.
Leia's on her BlackBerry, maybe finding out his name, his car registration. You know, that information he said that we didn't know.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a brains roll for trying to get his information after specifically he's letting you commit crimes to his knowledge.
My phone's going to go off and it's going to make a weird... it's going to go...
I'm gonna send Logan a text that says, if you ever need to talk, let me know. And then when I notice you notice the text, I'm gonna point at a little bisexual pride pin on my backpack.
Hey. I'm giving myself back one of my adversity tokens because when I made that special roll earlier prior to stream, I forgot to add a magic number to that. So let me go ahead and make my brain roll. What's the difficulty?
Your difficulty, you've done this before, so it's not really anything outside of the wheelhouse. They're on the Lyft app, so I'm going to call this difficulty of 8.
So that was a 7. I'm going to spend one of my adversity tokens that just going to make up for it to make it an 8.
Cool. You are slowly loading their personal data off of Lyft.
Great.
So what is everybody else doing in this moment?
I found
I'm
mac and
currently
cheese
looking
next
at
door.
my phone at the thing that went off.
Saying RP for a second because I have to reset my camera.
No, you're good.
Sorry, there became multiple voices and I got confused.
I am playing a game on my phone that involves doing little number puzzles in order to collect cats.
Okay, I'm on board.
It's a real game. I have it on my phone. It's really fun.
I'm on board. I'm gonna say I found mac and cheese next to the curio shop.
Are you really going
on
to
a little
eat mac
street
and
vendor
cheese in this vehicle while we're all right here?
Who
Just
would
going
be
to-
sitting next to me? I
I haven't
that
eaten all
question.
day.
Yeah,
I
didn't eat dinner last night.
What's the seating situation? Because there's like multiple rows. There's like what, 3 rows? So like who's sitting there?
I have to probably straight up. I have to probably sit in the middle because I have wings.
Oh
And
yeah.
Logan said they were
Stella's in the
squished,
middle.
so Stella's
And
in the
Logan's in the
back.
middle.
Awkwardly quiet, and you just hear
No, ma'am.
as they scoop up the
ma'am.
mac and cheese.
Never make that noise again.
I'm in the middle row, like the seats next to the doors where you have to walk next to me, and I'm just over here like.
Listen, Bonnie's the one who brought the mac and cheese in. I'm just imagining us all in a car listening to each scoop of wet noodles.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Although
Okay,
I would
so-
say at some point, Renee, when I lean forward, you'll actually you'll notice when I lean forward that I have a patch on my backpack that's actually the you'll recognize as the asexual flag.
Yeah, I have a little tiny circle pin that just has the bicolors on it. It is not flashy or fancy, but it's there.
Dope. So what's the seating
DM,
arrangement?
I'm sure you're saying something incredibly wise and informative.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Now.
Yes.
Oh, lovely. So the Lyft driver is going to turn over towards Stella. It's like, oh, you found the complimentary mac and cheese. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. And he's
Oh,
going to
no.
open it
No,
up.
Actually-
no.
Actually, this is how I imagine the seating. So there's 3 rows to this van thing. First row, it's Poe. Then it's Logan in the center, squished. Then it's Renee. Center row, Stella. Legs in the back, legs spread out like this on her phone.
Yeah, the gentlemen
Hacking into the
are
Lyft
wedged
driver's
together
profile.
in one row. I'm behind you guys. I'm just.
You're
I'm
eating your
eating-
mac and cheese.
Just open
Yep.
up the in between armchair.
No.
That's
I did not buy this from the Lyft driver. No, ma'am.
Not with
Damn.
I'm
No, with that attitude.
I'm like
Yeah, not with
trying
that.
to like I'm trying to like signal to Logan like
You
I'm
just
like-
get a text that pops up and goes, "Nice pin. It looks nice." Okay.
I send a text back that says, "Buddy, I know exactly what that sound is. It's okay."
You would probably know what mine is too, and since Logan's next to me, probably can see a logo that just says "Charmed." With bicolors also in the background.
as you say, you did not get the macaroni from here. You just see the driver. Leia, you pull their information. Their name is Harold Green. They've been a Lyft driver for 6 months. They have a 5-star
Harold.
rate. He has a 5-star rating, and all of them says, "Yo, the mac and cheese is lit," but it's all misspelled.
Harold, where's the mac and cheese in here again?
Yeah, if you look at the center console, it's we have little cups, and then if you lift up the middle portion of the back seat, there's a microwave. You press the button, microwave it, and then just enjoy. But he sees after hearing Stella say that, it's like, oh, it's okay. It's fine. Everybody likes their own style of mac and cheese, and you see him just kind of look back forward with a little flag with a bowl of macaroni and cheese on it.
Baby, if you're our Lyft driver later, or sometime later this semester, I'd be more than happy. I didn't know that you served food.
Radio
And-
gets turned up.
Oh wow.
I'm really surprised
Oh,
that
that's
Harold
rude.
didn't clock that she said his name. He never gave that information out.
His
I
heart's
know.
broken right now.
Well, fine, fuck. I seem to be doing that a lot to people in this campaign.
Harold?
I miss mac and
How
cheese.
much longer, Harold? I'm not accustomed to this, Harold.
Logan.
Buddy, have you never
Logan,
done
calm down.
rideshare?
No, I typically either drive myself or my family has arranged for us. So
It's literally the same thing as like having a new like
Yeah.
Leia's in the back laying down, just like Logan. This is
I've-
literally like that. It's just more people in the car. Think of this as like a limousine.
you are
just-
eating mac and cheese from the inside of a console.
and it's delicious. I'm sorry.
I'm also eating it. It's great. You should try some.
Actually, it is so good.
I
There's
miss mac
bacon
and
bits in
cheese.
here.
This goes on for another 10 minutes as you are pulling up to the facility and they're stopped at a security gate.
The topping bar.
Harold turns down the radio and is like, I thought this was an abandoned place. How are you going to spray paint anything out here? And then
Don't worry about it. We're gonna get out here, and so you
No,
can just.
I know we're not. The fuck we are. I'm gonna lean forward. Now, my name's Stella. Dr. Hauser's expecting me and my friends. If you could just let us through. I don't like to walk.
oh, don't worry. We've arranged for that. Yeah, if y'all go ahead and step out and go over to the 2 carts over here, they'll take you to the front lobby.
I'm
Excuse
sorry,
me.
carts?
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
see
like
them?
go-karts.
Oh, I
Go-
pictured shopping
Go-karts.
carts. I thought
Uh,
shopping carts. I was
wow.
like,
You
what do
see
you
them
Walmart?
point their wand at the Lyft driver, and a flash of blue light goes over. It's like, oh yeah, you just take a left and go down about 5 more miles. I'll take you to the interstate. Sorry you got lost out here. Oh, cool, no problem. Man, why do people always leave and never tip and like just eat the macaroni?
Leia's literally in the app going in and like bumping up like his star rating,
I'm
leaving a
doing that
review.
with the mac and cheese.
I'm gonna
Lift
take some
him.
of his mac and cheese and I'm gonna pass it out to the guards and be like, "Thank you so much."
Oh my god.
Gives him like a $25 tip.
As like you're driving off, you just hear finally.
What
The
is he
security
buy?
the security guards are holding the mac and cheese. Oh, Stella, is this a swamp thing? Whatever.
No,
thank you.
no, fucking mac and cheese.
That's
It's
what I was
delicious.
thinking. The same thing.
Just eat the mac and cheese.
Just eat the mac and cheese.
It's got bacon bits. It's extra cheesy. It's.
Lean over and just go, I think it's laced with weed.
It
And?
smells really good, but if I
Don't-
eat it, it'll turn to ash
I
in
were
my
you,
mouth.
I wouldn't do that because you'll probably, violate
Renee,
some
you know they make food with blood
things.
in it. Right?
Renee, I need you
No,
to take an
it's not
adversity
the
token
same.
for being a sad boy.
Listen, I've tried.
I can fix him.
I tried blood pudding. It is not the same. That
I'm
is
talking
not
about
what
blood
I
mac
am
and
looking
cheese.
for.
I can fix him.
No,
So,
because
like,
here's the
flan.
thing: the only part that
Flan.
tastes good is the blood. The rest of it still turns to ash and rot. Terrible.
Part of me wants to hug you, and I don't normally hug people.
I don't think that would be a wise idea.
All right. So these carts, are we driving them ourselves? I'm assuming.
No, can
no.
you not see the people in
Therefore-
them?
No, so each of you, there are 3. Let's see, I forget how many people are here now, but I'm distracted
5.
with mac and cheese and sad boy.
The mac and cheese is throwing me today.
Anyway, so y'all are split up between the 2 carts. Each one driven by a security guard. Also, 2 additional patrol cars, one at the front, one in the back, escorting y'all to the front of the facility. You see massive compound, security towers set up. I would say every probably 100 meters, gated. You have walking patrols going through, and you see multiple cars coming through, folks in lab coats, various employees of the facility. As you approach, you see these this large foyer going through the glass doors in the front. At the front desk, you see a familiar face of your agricultural Stella and Renee, your agricultural teacher. You see Jean-Luc Larange arguing with the front desk personnel. It's like, I'm telling you what, I just need to talk to one person. Can we introduce our special guest?
No.
I knew it. I knew
Lily! Lily!
I like how the screen like totally shift. That was so smooth.
Yeah, it was.
Lily, can you please
It was so
describe your
good.
character for us?
Sure. So what y'all see, or who y'all see
Lily,
rather,
need to turn
before
on your
you.
microphone.
It is on.
Oh, no, it's me.
You're the problem.
No, I said I'm controlled via OBS, but everything's frozen. Oh no,
Oh no.
fix your shit.
Randall's tech broken.
Don't mind us.
I can't hear them because I keep talking. I'll fix it.
Okay.
You can't hear them, but you can stream.
They can, yeah,
I
because I
don't-
monitor you guys through
Yes.
OBS.
Okay.
Hold on.
I
just
forgot
wanted
to.
to
I
have
this
forgot to
whole
put the
thing set
monitor
up.
out. You're good. Go. I hear you now.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, just like we started the first time, that nothing else happened in between. Lily Pandas, can you introduce your character for us?
So the individual you see before you has honey blonde hair. It's kind of short and messy. They also have panda ears on the top of their head, and they are very much attached to their head. And their eyes have one green and one purple, and they have tiny little fangs. You're not entirely sure what their gender is, so they go by they, them. Very androgynous, and they stand at a whole 4 feet. Currently, they're
I'm still the
wearing
shortest.
an oversized hoodie. Oh my god, you are. An oversized hoodie with little mittens on the end that look like panda paws. And they're carrying a blue squishmallow.
How old does this person look?
To you?
Yeah.
Like-
I need to know for reasons.
21-ish, maybe 20.
Perfect.
You're somewhere in there.
Awesome.
Well, as you approach, you see a little nameplate that says Asani. Am I pronouncing that right?
Asani, yes.
Asani is speaking to John Luke. Is like, Asani, I've been telling you, I've come here every single week. I need to talk to somebody. All right, I want my Velocigator back.
I'm sorry, Mr. Larange, you are not on the schedule and you don't have an ID. You cannot come in. And if you don't leave now, I will happily have security escort you out.
Oh,
Or
oh
I can
goodness.
ask Willow, because if Willow gets involved, because if I start crying, she will get involved. You won't like the way your day ends.
Professor Larange, hello.
You see him turn around, just like, I can't go back. I cannot go back. And he turns around. It's like, Stella, hey,
Hi.
Professor.
Renee, man, what you doing out in the day? Never mind. I'm not supposed to ask. I cannot get in trouble.
Renee
That
does
didn't
have an
happen.
umbrella with him. By the way, he does
It's like
have
I was
a
like,
really pretty
damn, wait a
black
minute.
umbrella.
We totally did not think about that for a moment. We were like,
Well,
it is
what kind of
daytime.
umbrella is this umbrella?
It's more like a parasol. It like has a bunch of like very gothic lace trim, but it is very like sun blocking, but it matches like the rest of his like kind of cowboy kind of like gothic aesthetic.
there's friends.
Dallas
It's
Gothic.
clear, yeah. It's clearly very
It's Southern
it's
Gothic.
perhaps not so much not quite his style, but like still
It
has that
says
like
yeehaw.
whole.
Call
It
it
has like
vintage goth.
yeehaw.
Call it vintage goth.
Like,
It is
like
cowboy goth.
very Southern Gothic. Southern Gothic is the way to put it.
Southern
Okay.
Gothic.
He sees both of y'all. It's like, oh, listen. As you remember, there may or may not have been allegations that I, at one time, may or may not have been employed by a certain company. I may not or may did have some illegally bred animals of a magical and mechanical nature, and I may or may not want them back.
Okay, Professor. If, what do they look like? I lived here for 5 years, so can I help you?
Well, okay, so it's my Velocigator. It's got like the body of an alligator. It's got the face and neck kind of popping up a little bit. The raptor, and I need the
Did you just
velocity.
say
So
this thing has the fucking body of an alligator, but a face of a fucking velociraptor.
Kuyon, you keep to yourself while I'm explaining myself. All right, keep your nose in the book.
Question, Professor. Did my uncle perhaps help you design this thing while he was drunk?
Velocigator.
And for velocity, he like points to pose like, I don't know who your uncle is. I don't get around that well. Anyway, for velocity, I put tank tread, and I put in a little bit of snapping turtle for flavor.
Well, you always gotta add snapping turtle.
What? In the Jurassic Park?
What? No, it's.
Well, okay. So, in the interest of still being able to come to class on Monday, if you wouldn't mind, why don't I talk to Dr. Hauser, and you go back. If I have running issues or I have good news, I'll call you.
If you can get Abrams back, you have passed the entire semester. I won't get out of here before she sends me back to the big house. I got parole my parole as being a teacher. If I go back, I can't go back. And it just starts running out the door.
All right, Mr. Laurent.
Did he just say
have
his
a
parole
good
was
day?
being a
I think he
teacher?
did. I really think he did.
I'm really
He did, in
concerned
fact.
about the way that they hire staff at this school.
That has made me question
I
all
am
the things
also very
recently.
concerned.
I
I'm
mean,
going
Snuff's
to
gonna be
look
happy
for
with that.
my pinky, and I'm going to say it's gone.
I mean, the Dark Officer is formerly the greatest evil wizard known to mankind.
Apparently, I dropped my pinky.
I'm sorry, you dropped what?
I'm going to hold up my hand and point at the missing pinky. I dropped my pinky.
Did you leave it in the lift?
Maybe. And that's going to be
Please
a
don't
weird
tell me it fell in the
surprise
mac
for the
and
Lyft
cheese.
driver.
As this is
I may have
happening,
made
you
it.
just hear the radio that's on Asani's desk. There's like, okay, one of the weird kids who gave us mac and cheese put a finger in it.
Can you please bring that finger to the front desk? It seems that was an
John
accident.
Luke's off the property. That some bitch scares me.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, wow.
So, now that that's taken care of, and we'll get your finger back, I promise. I turn to Willow and I ask her for the badges, please.
Okay, you see her like coming out of her phone and just like reaches open into a drawer, grabs 5 of them, and hands them over.
Okay. And I take a look at each one. And look at the picture. I'm like, okay, so you're Poe, and I hand you the badge. I'm like,
gonna
please
take
go
a look
ahead
at
and
mechanical hands.
please go ahead and step through security.
Where?
You see off towards the side, you see a metal detector going like, oh, this is going to be fun.
As I get
no.
close, I'm just gonna pop the arm off and stick it on the table and then walk through.
Let's get that. We will handle your security checkpoint in a moment.
Yeah. And then Renee. So I hand Renee their badge, and I'm like, go ahead and head towards security. There's multiple security guards. Because Pose is going to take a minute.
Yeah, there's like 3 different avenues. Like, it looks like very low-grade TSA.
I feel bad for the person doing mine.
Stella, you're VIP. Here's the badge. Go ahead and just walk on through.
Oh, thank you.
You don't need security. And then Logan, and I eye Logan for a second. I'm like,
What?
Here you go, and go through security behind Renee.
I don't get special treatment anymore.
No.
Oh, well,
She's seen you on Flickr.
everybody was real upset when
I'm just gonna
when you know, things ended, and the lab didn't really take your side.
Mm-hmm.
Surprised by that one. All right, let's go.
And then once everybody's preoccupied, I look at Leia, and I'm like, your name for the day is not Leia. And I hand her a badge that says Maple.
Is Heather's camera frozen?
No, the
Leia's straight up on her phone, not paying attention.
I like the name Maple.
Mm-hmm.
Your name's Maple.
And
no, my name's not Maple. What are we guys talking about?
I give her a knowing look.
And Leia, because she doesn't know, she's never been here, and she sees what is Asani, like a secretary, a greeter? What is the role?
On my placard it says office manager.
Office manager. So Leia looks up and she's like, my name isn't, and she looks up and she goes,
Mm-hmm.
my name can be whatever you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Go ahead and head through security.
Uh-huh.
And then I follow behind them because I will be escorting them for the day.
Going to security checkpoint. O takes the longest because it takes a minute to realize he has to pop his eye out to go through.
Oh my god.
I was wondering about that.
They keep scanning me, and they're like, "Why do we keep detecting metal?" And I'm sitting there with the glass eyeball, and I'm like, "You know, I have to do this," and I pop it out, and it stops beeping, and like the person probably loses their color as I hand them my glass eyeball.
Actually, yeah, straight up, he just grabs his chest and like hands off the wand and like runs off, and the other security guard's like, "Put it back. You're good. You're good."
I was also going to say, you can't exactly remove the titanium plate, but I'm going to put everything back on and just walk through. Like
the other one goes running. You're fine.
Well, that was
everyone
fun.
gets scanned. I will ask: is anyone trying to bring in anything hidden?
Like what?
yes.
Are wands allowed?
Wands are allowed, but must be secured on your person. The second you draw one in this facility, you will be arrested. Imagine it's like it is.
Well, now could we circumvent this rule? Would I have prior knowledge of any of this?
You've been through this before. I was gonna say like you'll be detained or arrested or experimented on. Anyway,
5 years.
That process took a second. Doofus, just to let you know, well, you worded it. I might spin to AT to get an item at some point. I don't have, but it's going to be situational. That just a heads up, because I don't really know what to plan for. So, yeah,
I got you.
What can I have in this building?
Well, obviously you have your body parts. I'm not going to tell you to go without an arm or an eye. That just seems
I'm
cruel.
going to pop open the hatch on my arm and point at a wrench, a flathead and Phillips screwdriver, and then a roll of electric tape that's just in this hatch.
Please quit showing me all the different parts of your body. You're good. All right. As long as it doesn't explode.
I'm just asking if I can have this stuff. It's tools and equipment.
Please get out of my security station.
Okay, I'm going to close it and walk to everybody else.
Ow.
Well, I think I broke somebody.
Now you just see the security guard's like, "Why? All right, we already had to bring him a finger. This is the weirdest day. I knew I should have been a cop. I should have been a cop."
Hey, Cab.
You would not be the first person to break a security guard, and you won't be the last.
No, but I am concerned about all this stuff and background. They don't know it. And I'm
It
wondering,
doesn't matter.
Okay.
If you got a badge, then you're fine.
Yeah, and Poe, I'm gonna turn and look at you for a minute. I'm just, trust me, they've seen a lot here, and kind of what's gonna happen at that moment. Doofus Fear, allow me this. I'm gonna will all of the nanobots that are kind of coursing through my system, kind of into my chest where my heart would be, and as that happens, my limbs and torso begin to extend and kind of become more tree-like. My face takes on a more elongated, sharp features, textured now. It kind of look like bark. The antlers that I have actually grow out into a bit more of a tree. My wings and glasses, earrings, everything that you guys have come to know, you just kind of watch as it all melts back into into my person, and I'm just gonna kind of the nanobots hold me together.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of cool, but you are showing off.
I'm not showing off. What I'm telling you is that they don't care. So if you don't mind, I would like to get this done.
True. I'm just waiting for my finger.
We have your finger.
Oh, yeah. I hand over the finger.
Oh.
And, during the whole inspection, you just see one security guard just like, I'm not paid enough for this, gives the finger to Asani.
But yeah, and then I'm gonna kind of like let all that. It's like an exoskeleton, but not at the same time, because I don't even want to call it like a nerve system. I don't know, it's weird. But the whole thing goes back out and it like weird blue lightning. Haha!
All right, so where are we going from here, guys? I
isn't my rodeo.
I made this facility. Y'all decide where to go.
This ain't my
Can I get
rodeo.
my finger fixed first before we go see the doctor?
Yeah.
What? Those things are nearly indestructible. How in the hell did you break a finger?
Well,
I
you see, we got into a
slipped and
fight with some
fell.
internet trolls, and in Poe's running away, he tripped and bashed it against the building. And
I
you
was
know,
not
like when
running
you
away,
stub
I
your
was running towards. There's a difference.
Okay. Well, torch looked a lot like the opposite direction, but you know when you're running and you stub your toes, but you stub your toe and you kind of hit it right between, and it almost feels like you broke a pinky off. Well, Poe kind of fell, and he fell with his hands out, and he caught the door frame like such, and he hit it with such force, where it was supposed to pop off, it just kind of got locked, and instead he just right scared the whole AVIT club.
Yeah, instead of popping and locking, it just popped and went off.
It popped, locked, then dropped.
Yeah, it was difficult. We've been holding on to it since yesterday.
And the reason it's flat is one of the internet trolls stepped on it after I hit them with a hammer.
Their internet trolls really just are not forgiving.
Okay. I just...
Asani, make a brains roll for me real quick.
Oh, no.
Love it. More rolls. Let's go.
So that's a total of 9.
I'll send you some information in a minute. So,
Okay.
are we going to head towards
Repairs.
Yep. So simple enough. You're going to the going towards R&D department, which is very close to Dr. Hauser's office. So you walk in and you see all these fantastical different, like, imagine the upgraded version of Poe's mechanics. You see a mechanical arm being tested, wires connected to it, someone with a joystick. You see it expand and then shrink back in, shaping into a claw, into a hammer. You see it one into a ping pong paddle, and someone starts playing ping pong with it. And you see someone who's working on a circuit board look up, say, Who broke this one?
Oh, an internet troll. Yesterday,
Yeah,
we got into a fight on campus.
No, I was talking
They
about
stepped on
the
it and
one with
squished it.
the one that looks like Texas Hot Topic.
What?
You look
Excuse
sad.
me.
That came out of nowhere.
I mean,
Oh yeah, let me see your hand. I can fix that. Just like continue.
I
I
step
mean-
out from behind Renee because I assume they're much taller than me.
I'm
And
5'10".
Yeah, you're tall. You're like a foot and a lot taller than me. And I
Credit to
look
Dexter
over,
for the Texas Hot Topic joke, by the way.
I
had to
look
throw
over
it in.
at this employee. And I'm like, excuse me.
I mean,
I want your name and badge number.
I didn't make them sad. They came in like this.
I mean, I got turned into a vampire 2.5 years ago. Does that answer your question?
That actually seems kind of awesome. Like, can you fly and turn into a bat and stuff? Okay,
I
in
can
theory,
only
that's
turn
it.
it-
Y'all-
In the eyes of
I-
an angel.
I start tearing up.
I can only turn into a bat if I am having a regular diet of human blood. Currently, I am drinking mostly animal blood, so I cannot turn into a bat.
That's okay. Wait a minute. All right, does pig blood taste like bacon?
No,
He's not even
it
looking as
kinda-
he's fixing the finger. Like you can tell he's from this countless time.
What's this guy's name?
Yeah, I need his name.
Carl.
It is not
Carl
another
number
Carl.
1.
Carl, you can't just ask people if they what tastes like bacon.
Oh my god, Karen, you can't just ask people why they're vampires.
No,
That hurts. That hurts them.
I mean,
There you go.
pig's blood. It don't really satisfy. It's just something that fills you, and then, but the hunger and the hunger never ceases. It is the eternal curse of the vampire.
man, yeah, I can definitely see how you're. Listen, one person to another. I'm broken too. I am on a lot of medication that gets me through the day. Elliot, how's it going?
I can't take medication. It don't work. I have to drink the
I'm
blood
allowed
of
to ask
somebody.
questions. They're here on a tour, I'm assuming. Like, if they ask us questions, we can ask them, I'm sure.
I mean,
Elliot, I'm not here on a fucking. Okay.
I
Just
can
about to
drink
stop
the
my
blood.
account.
Sorry, I didn't see you. Yeah, what's up?
I can drink the blood of somebody who's on medication, and that's kind of like taking medication. Like I can get drunk off of drinking the blood of somebody who's drunk.
So if you drink my blood, would that give you serotonin from my depression meds?
It might, but I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, cool. Yes, Asani.
Is my pinky yet?
I
Oh.
start like my eyes get really big and watery, and like I start sniffling, and it's like Willow has a sixth sense, and she just shows up and hands him a write up.
It's like, oh man.
Fuck. What
see
in the
him
human
open-
resources?
You see it open up. You see a drawer open up and a few other write-ups fly out. It's like, listen, they're not going to fire me. They can barely keep people employed here with the wages. I think that's working. Can you try and move it?
Well, Elliot's not wrong.
Actually, I might have a job opportunity for you if you're looking for a better place.
It's
I'm
working.
not into pyramid schemes, guy. Like, are you
No,
trying
no,
to
no,
steal some
no.
books from your school?
My family does quite a bit of biomedical research. You could probably come
Who's your
work for me.
family?
Are you really
The Grimm.
going to offer
Grimm
this
family.
person?
He immediately stands up and walks away.
Oh,
Don't know if that's a
what?
good thing or
Apparently
not.
made.
Just not to put your name out there.
Was that a good thing?
No.
No.
I can't read people.
No,
I'm
no.
sending you some info real quick.
No.
Do you think he took the job? Because I was going to hire him and then fire him for you.
No, I don't think it's a job.
No, that's
What
not.
kind of biomedical research is your family doing that people in this
Oh.
place are finding
Oh.
deplorable?
Yeah, I do not think
Mm-mm.
that was a
well.
good thing.
Aren't we all doing a little bit of research?
I mean, yeah, but
Looks at Paul, looks at Stella.
I'm gonna
I
send
mean-
you off with my mechanical finger.
Not the three of us who are over here like, there's some weird shit going on.
I lean over to Logan and I'm like, as much as I appreciate your father's funding, don't mention him again.
I will say that's yeah, keep going. Sorry.
Well,
Wait,
remind me,
your
what's your
father-
father's name? What's your father's name, Logan? Did you have that written, or are we coming up with it on
Mr.
spot?
Grimm?
Mr. Grimm?
Mr. Grimm.
Percy.
Yeah.
Or your family member, I guess.
Percy Grimm. Yeah.
Percy.
Darcy
Okay,
Grimm.
okay, cool.
Fun bit of context for the listener and the watcher out there.
This is where he came from.
When Randall first gave me the description for his character, he used the name Percy Bond. And so then when I went into our chat and was like, hey guys, make sure to send me your name and pronouns so I can make all the little thingies, he said Logan Grimm. And I was like, what?
I forgot that I had chosen a name, so I just made one up.
Wait a minute. Mr. Grimm's been donating to... The doctor and I are gonna have some words.
Oh.
You know that's why things are weird now, right? It's those two. It's those two that have been meddling in my affairs. The damn doctor been meddling with my shit since the day that he met me.
Stella, you do know that they set us up, right?
I know they did, but I didn't think they were gonna make it awkward.
Oh, well, I mean,
Now
it's
they made
not
it
awkward
awkward.
now. We're not together. It's fine.
I mean, now that's questionable, but
It was a mistake on all of our parts, and I think.
I'm sorry. Did you just call me a mistake?
I mean, I wouldn't go so far as to say you. I wasn't ready.
Logan, I'm gonna stop you there. You need to put your foot in your mouth. And just
It's
stop.
already in his mouth.
Yeah, it's getting worse, and you're digging the hole deeper.
I'm literally Logan. I'm just gonna reach up and pat you real gentle, like on the cheek. Honey, you're pretty, but you're definitely not my type. But I would still never call you a. I would still never call you a mistake because now that's just rude.
Logan, take an adversity token for that utter failure of communication.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn like right there on my heel, and I'm not gonna quite storm out, but it looks pretty stompy.
Oh, let's see. Leia, make a flight roll for me real quick.
What?
Oh god, good one. That's my
Elliot comes
good
back
one.
swinging.
That's my good one.
Maple starts punching people.
That's gonna be a 15.
Okay. Anyway, where are y'all going?
Well, I'm going to fight the good doctor now.
Are we going to the doctor's office? That doctor's
That
place
seems to be where she is going. Yes.
now?
Because I don't need to escort Stella. I just need to escort the rest of you. And I guess we're
Sonny,
following Stella. Let's go.
I think you should follow.
Yay.
I think you should take the lead and help us follow Stella. We
no,
don't
I'm
know-
definitely follow Stella.
Please take lead.
Everybody's following me right now.
And as they take lead, I'm gonna try to hang back. Who's in the back?
Oh.
I'm gonna lean down. I figured it'd be Poe.
I
I'm gonna
walk
lean down, go,
slow, so
I'm
Oh,
probably somewhere in
You
the
and I seem to
middle.
be a little bit more technically adept. Why
sure.
don't we split real quick and go do a little bit of digging ourselves?
That's not a good idea. That is not a good idea. And
What's the worst
you
that
can
can
roll a
happen?
brains check on this if you want, but Poe is wanting to stay with the group. For a
Why would
reason.
you want to stay with the group?
Get stuff. Oh, look, a shiny penny.
Leia, what do you got?
Got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Would Leia know. Maybe partial layouts, possibly due to reasons.
I will say, based on what we've discussed, make a brains roll.
Okay.
Based on how you presented earlier, it's not going to be an easy DC.
Oh, I know.
I want to say difficulty of 18.
There's no fucking way.
Burn
It's
your
not-
adversity token.
You could explode.
Even
the
with my
dice.
adversity tokens, it's not enough. And I'm
What's
really mad that
What's
You
the
guys
DC again?
you guys can't give it to me because here's the thing, you guys don't know why I'm asking this.
Because
Now, I'm going to say 18
Renee can
is to
help
get
you.
pretty much everything. You may get information
Yeah, no.
based on what you roll.
So that is going to be an 8.
With an 8. With an 8, you know where the office of Theodore Grimm is.
Who the fuck is Theodore Grimm?
Another random person. Now,
And
can I roll
surprise,
something to see if
Uncle.
I know
Logan
anything
has
this
two
order?
ads.
where is that in relation to where we are?
It is actually in the R&D department.
Ah, yes.
Where we're
Okay.
going already.
Yeah, you're
Or
essentially
where
the research and development is one of the larger portions of this facility, taking up at least 1/3 of the entirety, like focused rightly in the center of the facility. Several
And
different.
I would we're kind of like there because that's where Poe is getting his finger fixed.
You are in the general mechanics. You are looking.
Okay.
Do
But
you
we
want
are
me to say
heading
it out loud, or do
R&D.
you want me to send it to you so we don't reveal too much?
Send it to me.
Okay.
Send it to me.
Okay.
And we're heading to R&D. Perfect. Leia is actually following right behind Asani and she kind of goes, "Hey, I got a question for you real quick."
Sure.
So Asani, that's kind of like, Dasani, because you're a cool glass of water and I might just be thirsty.
Wow.
I don't know if you've
That
ever had
was
Dasani, but
I
that
mean, we
sentence
never
does
really
not
just
make sense.
admit it, but we know.
Dasani's carbonated.
It's
It's
not
disgusting.
Barely.
it's not carbonated.
It ain't water.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Dasani just does not know how to respond to that. They're like, what?
Yep, we'll continue walking where we gotta go.
No, Logan, I do not want to spend any more time than I have to in here. So let's just go to the location.
Sure, we'll be able to talk our way out of anything. That's worked out very well for us so far. It's not like all the information we've gotten so far has been through quasi-illegal means. But no, let's go and talk our way through it. We are a group of very charming individuals.
Asani, what did you have?
So behind Poe and Logan, there is just like a flicker of a shadow, and they would need to like be perceptive enough to see that something was following them.
No, Logan's just gonna harump forward.
As everyone is falling behind, talking, you hear a door bust open, echoing through the entire facility. Stella.
Y'all hear that?
What's that,
We
Stella?
need to fucking talk right now.
Stella's angry.
You see Dr. Hauser has some notes in his hands, just throws them. He's like, "Oh, Stella, this is wonderful. I knew you were coming. Why is so angry? Is this that Logan boy again?"
I remember the last time I had somebody ask me if there was a boy that made me upset. I think it's been 10 years. Didn't know how to process that one. No, listen, I just made a fool of myself. You guys can hear this, but you're not quite there yet. I just made a fool of myself. How could you not sit there and... How could you sit there and let... You set me up with somebody. You knew that I didn't want to date nobody in this godforsaken area, and you set me up with him, and you just made me look like a fool of myself. I didn't even know that was a setup. Over here looking like a backwoods country hick, and I'm smarter than that, and you look dumb as hell.
Stella, my God, no, you are brilliant. We thought that given your situation, that you, both the two of you together, would help each other grow and build something beautiful. I wasn't know that he was the spoiled rich boy.
Well, that is true. What I don't...
I should have known his dad's... He's
and I'm going to walk in and go, and I'm sure that setting us up had nothing to do with you getting your extra money either, so...
I don't know if it's dawned on you or his dad, for that matter. I'm actually just a tree. It might be weird for you to get, but that don't do it for me.
And you are the most wonderful tree that anyone has ever found. You see, you are the beautiful tree from this farm.
You're a tree?
Yeah, so... dryads are a manifestation of nature, essentially. So, I'm kind of like the tree soul. I come from just a swamp oak, and I know that I have a swamp name. I actually picked it from somewhere, and it still throws me off. So I'm, yeah. Well, it's from Georgia. Just wait, it gets good. Here, hang on. I have a just for you guys, so you can wait to listen to me butcher this. So I'm a soul of a tree, essentially. I come from northern Okefenokee Swamp in Georgia. Now the way that gets a little funny is that the good doctor here stumbled upon me on accident. Well, and the rest of my grove. Now,
I think we're a little. We've kind of gone on a tangent.
Yeah, we can do that.
Listen, I didn't ask you about your enchanter profile, so let me have this.
Right.
Enchanter.
Exactly.
Enchanter, is that like the Dialhex? You calls that tell people spells?
No.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Helps you imbue magic onto items.
And Logan's doing some great research on it, and he's got some really promising leads.
Create a whole line. Enchanter plugs.
No, not even. No. I'll explain it later, Dr. Hauser. I'll explain it later.
But now, the bottom line that you need to tell me, because this is all beside the fucking point. We're gonna talk later. But now, y'all been up in our school doing some shady fucking shit. And I want answers. I want information. And I want information now.
So, everything I have is yours. Whatever you need, I'm here to help you.
There you go.
Can you help me?
Okay, real quick, can everyone make me a brains roll?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Me too.
All right.
Sure.
Ooh.
That's a D6.
Sure. Fuck.
Ooh. That's not bad. I got a 4.
Me too, and I rolled the D20.
All right, so Renee has the 4. What'd you get, Randall?
4.
4. Okay, Poe?
That would be a 12 because I rolled D12 for brains, and I landed on 11.
All right, Stella.
Plus 1.
21.
All right, and Asani.
18.
Okay, cool. Continue.
Do I take an adversity token?
Yeah, if you
Oh, yeah,
fail,
Anytime you fail a roll, take an adversity token.
I didn't know what the DC
Do we all
was.
fail? Yeah, we have these
I
into the
will
DC.
tell you if you succeeded.
So we all get an adversity
failed.
token.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Damn, I was feeling really
Just
good
assume
too.
if I
Same.
everyone missed it, so
No, it's good. I just wanted to make sure.
Mhm.
I think at this point, I've kind of talked myself in a circle, and I'm very flustered because I put too much oxygen in the room. So everybody who breathes oxygen actually is kind of riding an oxygen high, but I, on the flip side, am like, kind of gasping for air. God, we love trees. Photosynthesis.
Okay.
you see him. You see Dr. Roman Hauser's like, I know how to do this, and he like runs over to a special part of his desk where he like throws open a fridge and like pulls out. You would recognize this as a treated water that was specifically designed for you. It is one of the things that help you recuperate after your exposure to your nanobots. He has to see here, Jesus. You need to take care of yourself. Are you hydrating? Are you getting plenty of rest? Have you stayed in the sunlight?
Have you stayed in the timeline?
Sunlight. He said
Sunlight.
sunlight.
Okay.
Timeline. Yes.
I will talk to you soon, horrible little boy who broke her heart.
No, he didn't break my damn heart.
She was quite upset. Very upset, indeed.
At what point are you going to stop lying to people and just tell them that it was a mutual breakup? I'm not interested in you, and you're not interested in me.
He is going to like dig
I'm
through
not
his
interested
desk.
in anyone.
He's going to like dig through the desk. He pulls out a ruler. It's like, this is the talking ruler. He hands it to Stella. Whoever holds it gets to talk. We can talk about, and he like pulls back his chair. It's like, all right, starts from the beginning. What's happened? What are you feeling?
What am I feeling? The fuck
Yeah,
no!
Derek?
I'm gonna hand the talking ruler to
God,
Logan.
I'm gonna leave.
The
Sorry.
fuck we talk about feelings here.
I don't have time for that.
What's your question?
Y'all came here to ask me questions.
Oh, I get to ask the questions now. Okay. Are you responsible for the trolls and the attack on the school?
There was an attack on the school?
Okay. Well, that might mean no.
So, so trolls, like there are pay for the bridge.
Are you familiar with magics that can send manifestations of electronic devices through servers, per se?
Glitchy electric internet trolls.
Okay. I think there was the project was the able to email physical things to that makes the transfer of data to physical, and you did this with bridge trolls.
Are you familiar with any types of magics that uses runic binary?
That would be it's essential for the transfer of the data to the physical. The all codes, the ones and the zeros, transferring to runes. He begins to explain, because I'm not doing this accent the entire time, how this is a fairly new magic that has been developed within the past 5 years. This has been attempts done by multiple great techno wizards to create a physical manifestation transfer through the digital. The only attempts that has been known to even begin to crack the code is when runic binary. Runes have held magic throughout all of history, and being able to translate binary code through these runes has been the connecting force. He says it has never physically been done. It has not been done successfully.
And do you own the research?
No, that's done in the military's department.
I'm sorry, aren't you an eco company?
I said too much.
Yeah.
You have a military
technically
department
did.
and an eco company.
You should ask your uncle. He's the one who runs it. I'm sorry.
Would anyone like the ruler,
Thanksgiving
or shall I
dinner?
use
It's
it
like,
to
have
beat
the
him?
potatoes. Here's the potatoes. I fund military
I'll
research.
take the ruler.
If you beat Dr. Hauser, you will be ejected.
Sonny, you don't have the ruler. Please don't talk.
I'm gonna punch Logan in the leg.
Okay.
That whole sequence of events, just Poe.
Hold on. The scary boy has the ruler.
Oh, good
I'm sorry,
lord.
you are a wonderful scary boy. I have heard so much about you. You were so sweet. I brought it. I'm sorry. Is it Longhorns?
I just thought that I don't actually support Longhorns. Roll Tide.
Take the diversity token for saying Roll Tide, the first Roll Tide ever on Magic Academy. I am so proud. If you know, you know.
I'm a Louisiana boy, but they're right next door. I just thought that Mr. McConaughey's a big fan of that. Am I scary? Oh, probably. I am a horrific undead monster of the night.
The convention. It's scary because you're young. The teenagers, they scares the shades out of me. But you are this beautiful creature of the night. You are like the next level of the evolution.
I am a
You should be proud.
I am a terrifying creature of death and hunger.
I'm gonna take the talking ruler from Renee.
But you see, people's like, oh, it's unnatural for a tiger to take down some gazelle.
I'm just gonna take that from Renee. Alani, go.
Yeah, he just like lets you take it, and it's like, thank you.
Asani, sorry.
Asani doesn't say anything, but Logan does feel like a nip on his ass. Like something bit him hard.
Feisty.
And me punching Logan in the leg, and it's like, can I have the ruler?
I think Renee and Stella have it now.
Stella has it, and as soon as Renee hands it off, he just 1,000 yards stare into the middle distance.
Oh, no. We'll talk about that on the ride back. But Dr. Hauser, you also just I know, but just to clarify, you don't dabble really in necromancy or dark magic, right?
No, I completely on the up and up. I do the techno research with the tiny robots, and you know us as the robots. But yeah, it's all for ecological growth.
Okay. Is there anybody that works here that you know who's maybe has an uncomfortable fascination with the necromancy, or likes dark magic?
This is Eddie in accounting, but he listens to this band called the Necromancers, but they don't do the dark magic. They just do the screams and
And I'm gonna look at my phone and be like, oh, so put that on the list of music to keep him out of my room. Okay.
Heather, make a flight roll for me real quick.
And Poe, I'll give you the ruler.
I'm gonna take the ruler and look at Dr. Hauser. Do you know the Noons?
I'm sorry, the what?
The Noons.
Oh.
The Noons?
The Noons.
Is this like the Flicker?
No, the Noons, my parents. They worked for EcoGen.
Make a brains roll for me real quick. What'd you get, Heather?
12.
Okay.
That is also a 12.
This campaign is so unhinged. I love it.
Utterly unhinged.
We had hinges?
All right,
That
what
might
did you
be another
make?
dating
All of our
site.
characters might be on Hinge.
That might be another dating site.
Poe, what did you make on your history roll?
That was
Not
a
history.
12.
Wow, that's D&D. Brains
History?
roll.
Wow.
That was a 12. I rolled an 11 plus 1, so 12.
Ready? You see a bead of sweat drop down his forehead and a look of true sympathy come across him. It's like, oh, Zanoon's.
So,
Are you?
yeah.
He like kind of looks over and he's like looking at your arm, looking at your eyes, like, this is amazing what they did. Was that the nanobots thing we built you and hold
It was
on.
Quite painful.
He like reaches into his pocket, takes out a magnifying glass, and you see him like flip a switch on the side, and a crystalline glow goes across and extends out, looking into your eye, and then grabs your arms, like looking into it. As he's doing this, Asani, across the radio, you hear, "Okay, who let that hacker chick in through security?" And that's where we are going to take our break.
So much for Maple.
Well,
God
God damn it.
That's the
There we
story we're
go.
trying to tell. A maple story.
Hey,
Oh, no.
just need some.
And
lead.
with that, we're off to break.
Y'all, get a snack, get you something to drink. If you can come up with any memes for this
Fresh.
session, because apparently all of our meme makers are playing right now, and
Yeah,
focus
sorry.
on. I have been sending messages to people back and forth in the background, so I haven't been able to. Y'all surprise us with the memes. Best
Do
one
it
will
up.
get my eternal love.
And
I'm
roll
waiting for
tide.
the-
Welcome back, I'm a Pisces.
And
I'm an
I
Aries.
am broken. Welcome back,
I am
everybody, to Magic Academy Tales of Technomancy. We are totally not just throwing out random stuff and one-liners
Nope.
while we're on break. We are
Nope.
help everyone hydrated. Y'all are breaking me
Stay
today.
thirsty, my
You
friend.
break me every session. I
Stay thirsty.
love you for that.
Stay thirsty.
Well, we'll jump right back into it, and we left off with security coming over Asani's radio saying, "Who let the hacker chick in?"
While the doctor is holding my hand.
Oh yeah, while holding your hand,
There's a hacker here. Weird.
you see him kind of pause, like, "What in the world is happening?" Okay, it's. I did not touch
I
this
will-
one. You have some. You should know all about the runic binary.
I know quite a bit.
I know nothing of this tech.
Yeah.
Well-
And it's back. It's illegal.
It's back.
It shouldn't be here.
Runic's back.
Tell
Like
us.
your friends. Runic's back. Runic's back.
The face Randall made when he was like,
It was that look of like,
Damn it.
should I? Should I? I'm gonna.
I'm gonna.
The brain just moves so much faster than the rest of my body. So the brain goes, "Fruit," and I go, "Oh no. Oh, it's going."
Welcome to me. Anytime I'm playing tabletops.
All right, what did you have? What did you have, Asani?
So I am going to step aside and call on my radio that everything is fine. And I'd like to use like a charm spell to make them, go with the flow.
Okay, so describe how your magic is influencing this. Like, what does the spell look like? What is it doing officially? Like, paint a picture for us.
So it's kind of like as I'm talking, it's kind of like turning my voice into this very cute, everything's fine. We're all good here.
Jigglypuff.
Exactly. We're going Jigglypuff on this, except for they're not falling asleep. They just calm down.
For a second, I pictured Elmo and Jigglypuff doing something together.
No.
We do not need that fan art. Okay, so
No.
go ahead and make me a charm roll. Don't forget to add your magic die. The difficulty on this is going to be a 9.
Well, lucky me, I roll a d20 and I rolled an 18 plus 1.
Double baby.
So
All right.
19.
Okay, so with that, you're like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, so we just had a call from we might need to get IT in here because like they just said they found somebody. They've been running recognition scans and they found someone who hacked to the server. Yeah. So you don't have a Leia with you?
No, we only have a Maple.
A Maple?
Well, Maple, Stella, of course. Poe, Renee, and Logan. And you can hear the touch of acid in their voice when they say Logan.
Oh, dude, Logan sounds like a dick. Okay, well, I'm gonna get IT over to the cams room. Yeah. So sorry to bother you. I want to let you know I was not questioning you. I was just saying like someone may have given a false name, but you've got it on control. You know what? I bet you it was one of those weirdos that brought mac and cheese.
Weird.
What?
I'm the weirdo that brought mac and cheese.
That was Stella. How dare you insult her?
Oh, please don't tell her to say that. Please listen.
She heard you. It's too late.
Can I borrow the radio?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna click it, right? And I'm gonna. So, two things. One, I brought the mac and cheese. Doofus knows exactly why I'm talking through the radio right now. One, I brought the mac and cheese. Two, just because Logan and I don't get along anymore doesn't mean that you need to be an asshole.
You deserve better than him, and I'm so sorry. The mac and cheese is actually awesome, okay? I'm lactose intolerant. I have an anger for
She's
it.
a nice person.
Elliot, it's not gonna happen.
It's I can change.
It's not gonna happen. But the second time, next time that I say that though, can I get like that robotic crackle in my voice that gives him the nosebleed?
Yeah, it's just happens like, oh no, it's happening. Oh god, I
far
only
away?
have 6 days.
How far away is this? How far away is this blood?
It's through the radio.
Shit.
Thank you
all
for
the way
reminding
out
me.
front.
Hey, make a grit roll for me.
No, it is rooms away through walls, through locks.
How much of this you had
We
to
don't know how the
Renee?
vampires work in this world.
Yeah, it's like a honing beacon.
I'm
I will
trying to
say,
help
with the
Evelyn out.
rosemary,
Maybe
it's
you're a
going to reduce your DC.
bloodhound.
Okay.
So how long
What
has it
is
been
it?
since you had human blood?
Ruh-roh.
I think that first day that we were here was probably the last time because I only brought the one bottle with me, and
Okay.
I'm not going out and looking for people because I'm terrified that I might accidentally kill somebody.
All right, so go
Almost
ahead and
happened to
make.
Leia.
Yeah. I almost viciously ripped out Leia's throat and drank
I will
her
say-
blood,
Who's Leia? Who's Leia? Only Maple.
but-
Okay, so
Is it
make a
Leia?
grit roll for me. With the rosemary that's been added to your mask, that's going to bring your difficulty down. I want to say difficulty of 8.
Wouldn't it bring the difficulty?
It would have been 1
Wouldn't it
for.
make the difficulty? It masks the human scent.
So it's still detectable, but with that
Okay.
rosemary, it's making it less like not enticing. I will say it's making it more difficult for the bloodlust to take you over.
Okay.
All right, y'all better hope I roll well on this D12. There's a small room for error.
I will say,
You do great, sweetie.
y'all can kind of see what's happening.
Ooh, that's an 11. I'm fine.
Yeah, you as soon as you can hear, like, the time almost slows down for a second. You first get the small whiff, you know the blood's there, and you pause and you hear it hit the ground. You're like, I'm better than that. I am
Yep.
big. I am
Yep.
strong. I am worthy.
I'm average sized. I'm strong and I'm worthy.
I'm going to reach over and grab Leia by the arm. And when I do, I'm going to cast a spell that is going to phase shift us out of phase. Because basically what I want to happen is use quantum mechanics to basically get us into a state to where only a second passes, but we experience about 2 minutes. And I want to talk to them
Logan,
one-on-one.
I didn't think you went that way, but okay. Bet.
So I'm gonna let you know this is going to be difficult.
I am proficient in quantum.
I know.
This
I
is
know
something
you are.
I would be capable of.
It is.
And it's only 2 minutes.
I know, it's only 2 minutes. I'm looking at it. So that's going to be 1. So there's a whole ranking system. Thing is, this is breaking the rules of reality.
Specifically.
This is breaking the rules of reality as well.
Is it? It's kind of playing around with the different universes that are already there in reality.
It's dimensional.
I'm mainly just shifting to and from different realities for a moment.
I know. I'll be fair and say it bends the rules of reality.
Okay, I'll give that. I'll take it.
A little bit better.
If you apply the logic from Ant-Man and from Loki, it's technically doable.
I mean, if you
Okay,
apply
so
the
that is
rules of
going to
Doctor
be-
Who, this should be very difficult.
So I'm going to be fair because I do actually like this little pause, and I want to you have been studying your Quantumancy. You've been making good grades in this.
I study quite a bit.
Mhm.
He likes. Leia literally has notes that Logan likes Quantumancy more than Stella.
Yeah. So okay, make
That's
this
literally
a
a note in her
brains
notebook.
roll. Difficulty of 12. You can add your magic die. However, since this is spur of the moment, you cannot use. No one can help you with this whatsoever. If you fail by a certain percentage, things could go horribly wrong.
You said it was a 12?
12.
Well, while that is going on, what is the doctor doing with my arm?
He is.
That was a 10 on the die, plus
Mhm.
my magic, so that's 13.
13.
That's my lucky number. It's my lucky number.
Before we jump into
Taylor
that,
Swift.
My arm goes away.
Before time begins to slow down for you, you are essentially explaining what you already know. It's just astonishment that somehow, what was the term we used? Technomancy?
Technomancy.
Technomancy
Yes,
has
is what I
successfully
called
been
it.
implemented in this fashion. He is dumbfounded. He is concerned after knowing who you are.
That when no one else is looking, he sees a ruin form on my hand, and then it would disappear.
Did my
His
dad just
eyes-
lie to me?
You know what? Make a brains roll on that as time
Just slows.
comes to a crawl, except for Logan and Maple.
Oh no! I just realized it probably froze while it's still there.
Make a flight roll on that one.
Damn. Weird.
I have a D4 for flight.
Well, difficulty
Damn, that
is.
sucks.
Yo, same.
I don't
Yo,
say,
damn, that sucks.
and how well this goes. Let me check my chart real quick. Oh, did you have something, Asani?
Doofus Master, check your Discord DMs.
Oh, thank you. I have way too many things open, and everyone's sending me message. Oh no!
Well, I just sent you a message so that way Logan and Maple could. I didn't want to interrupt them.
Gotcha.
You're having a moment. God.
Have your moment, sweetie. I already been there, done that.
Okay,
Been there,
so
done that about the t-shirt.
as you are going to grab Leia on the shoulder, you experience what I can only describe as a record scratch of the pausing of time. It begins to slow, speeds up rapidly. You both jerk really quickly, and then you feel like time is technically paused in this moment, but it's the things around you are jerking back and forth, and you see a little bit behind, a little bit forward, back and forth, you're someone scratching the record, and it's jumping forward then back, forward then back. Y'all, what do you want to say?
Maple, dearest. Hi.
Logan, if you wanted to ask me out, I mean, I know you're on the down low, but like, you could have done it like not here.
I know. I'm bisexual. Leaning a little bit more gay, but it's fine. We're not here to discuss that. We have about 2 minutes. I have a vested interest in making sure that my family's military capabilities are sustained, and I have a feeling you're playing a part in this. So I wanted to hop over here real quick and ask, what's your business here?
What do you mean? I'm here to help everyone.
I could leave you here in this ultimate dimension without me, and I could literally eject you into this other reality. I want to be on your side. Why are you here?
So, I don't know how much they tell you. I think you picked up on the whole hacker chick thing.
It was a little obvious. Asani had to do a whole singing ritual. Quite lovely. Great person.
So I don't know if you know about when all this started. Probably about maybe
2
5
minutes.
years ago.
2 minutes. We gotta speed up.
Oh my God, time doesn't exist in this. Time doesn't exist in this. You know, I almost went professional playing video games. Well, that's because of a little bit of some modding things. And back in the day, like 80s, 90s, used to be able to like call in through, you know, landlines and phones and stuff to get into computer systems, modems, things like that, right? Cool. I heard there was a little bit of a cool gaming out there in Cambridge here, and a nice dungeon scroller. I don't know if you played Dungeons and Dragons. Great game. There were some farm simulators where I got into this computer system, but there was this weird one, you know. I don't know if this sounds familiar to you, but theater-wide nanotoxic and regeneration warfare. Does that ring a bell? You know, military, family, and all.
Does.
And I played a fun little game. I don't know if you heard about that incident.
No, I believe it was handled by the family.
Yeah, I don't know.
So are you trying to get access to it now? Are you trying to steal it again?
I wasn't trying to steal it. It's just, it piqued my interest. You know, see where it goes. See what leverage I can use knowing this information. But you did clue me into really good information that it's your family that own this.
Well, Grim is in the name. I can't really hide that. You must not be that good at surfing the internet if you didn't know that part.
Oh, no. I got on the back end through EcoGen for this information. So it's just helping me piece together everything else. You gonna tell Stella?
Oh, they don't need to be involved in this.
You sure about that?
Yeah, what we had was worked out. Family encouraged it, of course. It helped us land certain deals.
That's not what I'm talking about. Do you know that you're the reason why she is the way she is? You know, that's your fault.
I wouldn't know if it's my fault directly.
Oh. The sins of the fathers and the sins of the uncles.
And I'm going to
it
push
trickles
you,
down.
and it's going to bring us back into time.
Renee over here like, I don't have a personal connection to any of this. I'm along for the ride.
I'm still just over here trying to figure out, like, if my dad lied to me. But now I've got
You know nothing.
I know. Stella
this is
knows
happening-
nothing. Bonnie's head's about to blow the fuck up.
As this connection is broken through the door, you see a tall man, long purple hair, pull back to the bag. It's like, my boy, does your father know where you're at? Looking directly at Logan.
Oh, damn, is this the uncle? Hi.
Is this the uncle?
This is Theodore Grimm, your uncle.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry.
Yes, Mr.
Wow.
Grimm.
Daddy, what?
I
Hold
was merely doing what I was told to do and coming along.
You keep such strange bedfellows. I mean, you have, what is this? A vampire. Wow, the school system's become so progressive.
So people just
Well,
look
I
at me
didn't
and
want to
they
go to
know?
school there, now did I? But someone put me in there, didn't they?
Am I that obvious that I'm a vampire? And gestures to his cowboy hot topic aesthetic.
The umbrella still up indoors.
No. I do not have an umbrella up indoors. It is hooked on the hook handle is on one of his belt loops. It is hanging
Are
from
there-
his side.
Are there windows in this facility?
Not
Probably
on the
not
middle of the
in-
facility. No, there are
Okay.
windows, but they lead to other hallways.
You know.
Isn't that
It's like
obvious?
Bloody confusing.
So, yes, my boy, I'm sorry. You look like if Bram Stoker met Gone with the Wind.
Wow.
What is this?
I
A
kind of like that
techno-gnome?
actually.
Oh, wait, you're the noon boy. My condolences. Hopefully the education's being paid for and the checks are coming through. Stella, it is wonderful to see you. I don't normally come onto this side. Hopefully,
What's his name again?
Theodore Grimm.
Theodore Grimm.
I couldn't. I wanted to call him Timothy so bad. Oh, it's like Timothy, right? No. Oh my gosh,
Little
he has
Timmy.
now.
He's played by Timothy Chalamet.
He makes it into everything, and I don't know why.
But okay, so I will go up and I'll, kind of clasp his hand with my two, like the awkward. I don't know. It's an awkward greeting for me as a person, but where people are like, "Oh my God, Theodore, it's so."
He pulls
Theodore,
his hands
it's
back.
lovely to see you.
Bonnie has done this in every game I've seen them in.
He pulls his hands back. He's like, sorry, I don't touch the product.
What?
And Leia, you decide to come to the scene of the crime?
Who's Leia?
This is Maple. Theodore, perhaps you're mistaken.
My name's Maple.
I need both of you to make separate charm rolls.
Yeah, her name's Maple.
I'm sorry.
Really, my
Maple.
bad fucking says Maple.
I'm sorry.
Her name
Did
says
you
Maple.
call me product?
Listen, I'll get to you in just a moment.
What?
Wait,
House's pets are not my forte.
Pets?
You see Hauser is like, his fist is curling up on the table. His hands are turning white. The blood vessels are almost bursting. And he's looking at you with this. It's like, I can't hit him. I cannot hit him. I cannot hit him. This is the angriest you have seen Dr. Hauser in a long time. What did y'all get on your charm rolls?
What are we supposed to hit?
You need to hit a 15.
I got a 13 and I'm spending 2 of my adversity tokens.
oh, if I can help, I can spend 1 adversity token to give you the 2 points.
Okay,
And
no.
I
How
did
are you
contribute to the
helping in this?
Yeah, how are you
Well, I
helping?
did contribute to the conversation by saying yes. Her name's Maple. It's right there on her badge. And why would it? Leia? No, she's not Leia. She's Maple.
He's going to look at Logan, and you see the stern look you have seen from almost every single elder member of your family. The look of disappointment. The look of, I know everything, you know nothing. Why are you attempting to lie? Then he looks over at Maple. and he stops, and you see one eyebrow raise, and he's like, Maple. And then as Renee jumps in, it's like through the badge, and it's going through his head, like, okay, we do run a tight ship. Asani ran the crew, everything. It's like, I swear, if Elliot has messed up the equipment in the camera room again, regardless, we need you to leave. We've already had one breach of information. I will not tolerate another.
A breach of information?
I thought you said you ran a tight ship here. Weird.
You know, Mr. Grimm, there's a saying that if I wanted sympathy, I would look between shit and syphilis in the dictionary.
You can definitely tell you were educated by Matthew McConaughey.
I was educated by you before I went there, so that tells who my teacher truly is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess you never made an impression.
Oh, you didn't either. Oh wait, yeah, you did by putting my parents on a wall.
Sir, you are very rude.
Perhaps we should
I'm
go.
sorry. You need a
think it might
certain
be
pulse
best.
to be able to speak to me like that.
I think we should go. I think that'd be great. And everything seems fine. I think they have everything
Yes.
under control.
Doctor, are you okay?
You see him just glaring at Dr. Hauser. He says, I'm sorry, did you fail another experiment and lose funding again? Perhaps you should check your data a little bit closer.
I'm gonna lean over to our new friend and say, how bad would it be if I bit him? Quietly, whisper to our new friend, how bad would it be if I bit him? I might be
Pretty
willing
bad.
to make an exception to my regular rules.
You know those military grade things. You really don't want to get involved in what they're producing.
That's, you know what? That's fair. His blood probably tastes like chemicals.
Cut back to 20 years ago, him first standing proud in his military uniform and them just jabbing every single possible shot ever. And it's like, my
Wow,
body's
the
protected from
call-out.
everything.
That's way too real. I thought this was CPS world.
It would not be in your best interest. And then
All right.
this Grimm, not Logan, the other one whose name I've already forgotten, Theodore. Also feels a nip on his butt.
Damn, out here biting everybody. Okay.
You see him like reach behind. I need a flight roll real quick.
Okay.
I'm broken right now.
What am I trying to meet?
Difficulty is 13.
Oh, thank God. That's a 13 even. Or uneven.
You see him like reach behind and it like go around. It's like, I swear to God, Asani, if your cat is getting through here again, I have told you we do not allow emotional support animals. Your plushie is already pushing the line.
I'm gonna murder
It's
him.
not a living plushie. So, no. Also, I can't control what that thing does. Most of the time.
Very well.
Theodore,
Mr. Grimm, if you're going to make us leave, you're going to have to move out of the door so we can get past your ass.
And they
Take
can't
diversity
leave without
token.
me being They can't leave without being escorted out.
Of course, escort them through security, ensure they do not have any possible memory drives. I want his arm and eye scanned. I want a full scan of every single nanobot coursing through Stella. No offense, I don't trust you or like you.
Barely cracked the surface of what's going on here.
I'm sorry.
I have not
Surface of
not
what?
registered shit that this man has said. I am stuck
Theodore,
solely
The
on
humans are
product.
talking. Logan, cracked what surface?
The humans are talking. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
We were concerned. We are concerned school citizens looking for information because some trolls attacked, and if it wasn't for me, they'd all be dead.
Make a charm roll real quick.
Yeah, Logan did a lot of the work. He definitely beat those trolls all by himself. I'm helping.
Logan knows he's lying. But he also knows who he's dealing with. That's an 11 this time.
All right, you say, well, I guess you are bound to do something eventually. Now, I don't know what do the normal people call it, Scooby-Doo adventure you have going on here. This is a classified facility.
Which you know I have authorities.
You have your father's name. If you had half of his luster, you would be here already.
Oh.
So
Please
go
don't
back.
tell me you're worried.
I'm worried about the namesake.
Oh, another grim protege. I'm the best there is. I will take your job faster than anyone else. So why don't you do me a favor? And instead of coming in here and throwing our grim name with such blasphemy and indignity, and have a shred of respect for who you are talking to in this room.
Does your father know your such history?
Ah. I see at least ethics is not something they teach you, do they?
Ethics never got me here. I suggest you leave. Asani and Shah, all of their effects are searched, any electronics scanned. I will not have another breach. You may leave now. And he steps out of the way, and you see 6 security guards standing outside.
Did he come out of his office?
He, Dr. House, he walked into Dr. Hauser's office where y'all had been.
The office is empty.
So, are we okay? So, like, we're in Dr. Hauser's office. Or are we like in the hallway?
In Dr. Hauser's office.
Okay. Leia's gonna go. It seems that there's some weird like family drama here, and like maybe we let them settle this. And she's gonna start kind of walking to the door. Cool, we can leave. It's fine. School project, whatever. And as she, gets to the threshold, you see that signature click of her shoes. And she's gonna speed off down the hallway to Theodore's office.
If I see... Go ahead. I'm going to wait.
So are you trying to do this stealthily or just flat out going down the hall?
Literally, she just kind of walks off and just goes click, click, boom, and gone.
Flight roll. Immediately, the 3 of the 6 security guards start chasing after you. Logan, what did you have?
I look over towards Stella and I say, stop them. And I'm going to take out my wand and I'm going to fire it straight at Theodore.
Who am I stopping? Who am I stopping?
The 3 people going after.
Okay, I was like, so I don't misunderstand
Maple.
this. Got it.
Okay. So
Because I imagine Vines going after and hooking them, and so you were my first choice.
All right, I need you to describe what kind of spell you're using against Theodore, and this is going to be opposed. Wow, I did not expect this turn of events. Okay, guy. Well, I made the most hated person I've ever written.
You called me product. I have questions.
No, you have nanobots.
Thanks, Dad.
I want to bite him.
So,
The temptation to take my mask off and let loose is so strong.
So we are going to do this in a series. So first one is, all right, Leia, what did you get on your flight roll?
A 17.
17. All right.
I don't know what I was supposed to be.
No, so essentially it's opposed against the 3 guards.
Okay.
So this is all happening. So I know what my difficulty to beat is there. All right, Logan, what kind of spell are you casting on Theodore? Is this just straight up like going for an offensive blast to the face?
Yeah, I'm using a spell called Graviton Quirk, and I'm just spinning. I am just sending one quirk just straight at him at full velocity to just not kill. I don't want to kill. It's not my intention, though I know that I have the possibility of doing it because when I get angry, I can lose control.
I will say you are very angry in this moment. And all right, go ahead and roll a fight roll.
Fight? Not a brain.
Fight. You may have been generating it this way. However, you are using it offensively. You are creating this mass, and I'm assuming you've done this before, but you are using it. You are launching it like a bullet. Okay, while you're calculating that, Stella, what you got?
Two things. Can I would say, can I go ahead and cast something as well to grapple these three, but in a sense have my action distract Theodore using one of my adversity tokens in turn to give a +2 to whatever Logan does?
Yes, you may. So all right, I need you to make a brawn roll to cast these vines. You're trying to move something. You were trying to physically grab them.
No, that's
Asani,
fine. I got you.
As this is all going to go down, I pull up my radio and I'm like, security, please disregard. There's a family altercation between the Grimms here today.
Charm
Apparently,
roll.
they don't know how to act in public.
Oh, the Grimm's getting fights all the time.
Okay, so I'm going to ask, Poe and Renee, are y'all doing anything in this moment?
Okay, so Stella is... Okay, so Leia healing away. Stella trying to get the guards that are going after Healy Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Logan shooting his uncle.
Well, when you put it that way.
Asani doing the radio. What the fuck am I gonna do in this moment? Renee is a little overwhelmed, not really sure what to do. Is gonna
Bite him.
kind of pissed, gonna take the mask off and see what happens. Shut up.
Okay, I need you to make a grit roll separate. Poe, do you have anything? I want to make sure I'm doing all these in sequence.
In all the commotion, the rune has not left, and I'm going to send you a message about what this specific rune is. So we'll have fun with that.
I'm going to put you last in the order because you have to send it to me, and then I have to go through it. All right, so in order.
Asani, did you have
Asani.
something?
I got a 39 on the roll.
Son of a bitch!
Did someone explode?
I exploded.
Yay!
I'm not even going to bother rolling opposing on this one. As this is happening, you catch Elliot. I was like, oh my God, no, don't tell me Mr. Theodore went up there and said something to Stella. Oh, did Logan punch him? No, I can't do this. I'm gonna have to push ups.
Called Philip product, and Logan is blasting him in the face.
Okay, tell you what, I'm gonna coordinate with you. You let me, if this pops off, wow, okay, this is changing things up.
Do we have tranquilizer darts or something?
I mean, if you've got a Velocigator running around,
I was gonna say, where's my Velocigator?
a fucking
It's
Velocigator
still-
somewhere.
I feel
Still
like
dragging
Mr.
its head on the
Grimm
ground.
needs
I
to-
messed
needs
up
to calm
earlier, and I
down.
want to make up for this. I'm shutting off the security cameras for 10 minutes. I am shutting off all communication for 10 minutes. Watch out for yourself. We don't need this recorded. I cannot handle any more flack. I am resigning right now. I cannot handle the
Tell him that if
stress.
he gets me the Velocigator, I'm going to tell you this though. If he gets me this Velocigator, I'll go on a date with him.
And
You-
Stella has said that if she gets this velocigator thing that the professor's been harping about, she'll go on a date with you.
You hear a slam on the table, the dripping of a massive anime-style nosebleed, and an alarm.
Renee's mask is off.
Do I have to make another roll?
We're going to stick with that one. That was for comedic effect. All right. Try to handle all of these in order. Logan, what did you get?
That was 16. Is this a contested roll?
It is a contested roll. Did you add your magic die?
I did. I'm going to spend all 10 of my adversity tokens. 26.
26.
I've been saving them and I've barely used them, so why not?
You had
I'm
to beat a
feeling-
10.
Well, I was angry.
So you don't have to use. So you can't use adversity tokens to go above the DC.
thank
so
you.
you hold on to those adversity tokens.
So
Yeah, you
standard
don't go
16.
back.
However,
Yeah.
hold on. We're doing multiple things at the same time. With this, with a 6. Wow. Hold on. Sorry, I got thrown off trying to do the math for 26. Oh, man. All right.
A question then, real fast, while you're doing the math. Randall, did you beat the DC regardless?
Yeah.
Okay, so do I lose my adversity token then too because I gave him a +2?
Oh, you
I
gave
did
it a
not count
plus
your
2.
+2.
So
Yeah, so the +2, that's going to be 18. Shit, more math. Sorry, guys.
if he beat it
We're
regardless,
at 18
and
and
is-
upstream.
Well, you could still help if you're still helping.
Yeah.
It still counts.
Yeah.
that's what I wanted
Right?
to
That
make
was
sure. Okay.
stated before we did that, and I'm going to do this
Cool.
because it's really, like, that's the last thing you need to do, push us over that edge. Are you trying to kill him?
It's not my intention, but you know how it goes.
Okay, so
You know
what's
my
happening?
character backstory.
You see as he turns, he's like, finally growing a pack! Hit directly in the chest and launched through one of the hallway windows. Instantly regretting the layout of putting windows in a hallway.
On the window.
Renee, umbrella the fuck up.
His
To the wall?
buttoned up you have burnt the neck portion of his hand stitched very high class neck sweater.
I'm
The
going
buttons
to-
have flown.
I represent that remark.
No, it's not a neck sweater. It's a neck strangler.
No, I'm sorry. Call back to first episode. The neck sweater.
Neck sweaters.
Yes.
If you want to check it out, watch the
Tom-
VOD.
So Thomas is wearing
And-
one that's too tight.
If
So
it is
it's-
indeed that strong of a spell, my you see Logan as I cast it, I'm gonna start going out of phase. My body kind of glitching left and right from where I'm standing.
Well,
Something that only Stella has seen.
the buttons have flown off of his coat. He launches through the window, hits against the wall. Through the window. Sorry.
Through the window, through the wall, till Theodore
all-
Brim gets the fuck out of here.
So Stella, what did you get for your brawn roll?
Well, I got an 11. Do I add a magic die to this?
Yes, you do.
It's 15. Everything I have is a D4.
Oh, you hit their. Describe what the spell does to knock them unconscious.
I don't know. Essentially, it kind of like. We're gonna talk about this. And she runs into the hallway. And kind of summons all these nanobots. And rather though they kind of malfunction for a minute, and rather than vines coming out of her hands, the individual petals of her wings splinter off, and they fire like knives at these dudes, but they're not sharp. They're more like blunt instruments, and she just hits them all in the spine. So essentially rendering them unconscious.
Sever that
that's-
nerval cord. Like, let's
so-
go.
Yeah.
You had to beat a 4
Oh, so I broke all their back. Got it.
Yes, you
You
broke
broke
their
their back.
backs.
They're gonna be knocked unconscious until
You
next
broke
week.
their backs.
They are going to have extensive physical therapy for the next 3 months.
Good thing they work for like, I don't know, a tech company.
I was
That
going to
does
say,
that
we
shit.
have a fantastic workers' comp
Weird.
package.
No, you don't.
Weird.
You don't have work comp. Why go
Oh,
to
sorry.
school?
Yeah, that's a Inception roll. My bad. No. Yes, their insurance is great and they're fully unionized. Okay.
Yeah, everything's fine.
All right. And with all of that, okay, so Leia, you didn't really have to do much to beat that, to outrun him. You are going wherever you please.
It's my broom. My Heelys are my broom. I'm out.
Renee, what did you get?
So-
go ahead. Sorry, I'm interrupting people. So many things are happening. I'm trying to keep track.
Have Renee go and
So, watching everything unfold makes me change what I want to do.
Okay.
So what I would actually like to do is see, is he dead? Out of character, is he dead?
Are you taking off your mask?
I want to know if he's dead first, because I want to ask Logan, because if he's not dead...
That's going to determine how you're going to find out.
I think the mask was already off.
Yeah, I thought we took the mask off.
Well, it's like I said, watching these events unfold changes what I potentially want to do.
It's a retroactive.
Yeah,
When you begin to start taking it off, I'll be fair. So
There's a lot.
You
Yeah,
start going like this, and then you go.
yeah. He's,
call it vampire reflexes.
Because here's what I would like to do. I would like to ask Logan if the man is dead. I would like to ask if the man is not dead. I want to ask Logan, you want him dead?
As he is glitching in and out, his voice is coming out
Buddy.
like it just sounds like static every once in a while.
You want him badly injured? Because I don't actually feel comfortable killing somebody. But do you want him worse injured?
He's still going out of phase. In fact, as you try to talk to him, you see these small, what look like dark wormholes start to appear around him as he's losing control.
Okay. Then in that case, what I would actually like to do is pull out my wand and cast what amounts to a calm emotions spell. If you are familiar with the D&D spell, because that's how I have to reference things.
I don't play D&D.
You're muted.
But I want to cast something similar to a calm emotions, to see if I can maybe bring Logan into a more settled state. So like, I'm gonna reach for my mask. I'm gonna leave it there for a second, and then I'm gonna ask Logan the question. Logan's phasing in and out. I'm gonna cast a calm emotions.
That's going to be a charm spell as your magic die, and I'm going to give you the difficulty here in a second to see if you need to add adversity tokens.
Okay.
Asani, what you got?
I was going to say, can I assist Renee by sending Mittens in to try and pull him into a stable position in our section of the displacement?
Yes, I will have you describe that in just a second. I want to make sure I get everybody in this rotation real quick. Okay, Leia, how are you fucking off down the hallway?
She's going, and I think when she like hears the kind of like what would equate to, I would assume, some form of like a loud sound, she's gonna spin backwards to see what just happened. Like, she's still going backwards on her Heelys. She's really good. That would also be technically considered a stunt for anyone watching. Anyways,
yeah, and what you literally witnessed was me blowing their backs in half.
I see that. I'm like, what the fuck? I see Logan shoot his uncle through the window wall thing and starting to see him phase out, and she goes, fuck. And she's gonna essentially, her Walkman's magical, so she doesn't really need, like, she listens to it privately through her headphones, but like she can project the music out. And she goes, man, we gotta stop time again. And you literally, she starts playing If I Could Turn Back Time by Cher to stop Logan's phase out. If I could turn back time.
Okay, so
This
So
scene
share-
absolutely would have some like very juxtaposed fucking music coming
Alright,
over this thing.
as-
Yes.
as Stella is
So I'm
apparently
here.
blowing backs out, and Leia is
Setting the tone.
setting the tone.
I'm setting the mood.
Poe, what did you get on? I can't remember what I had you roll. There's so many things happening. I don't either. What would you like to do? You know what? After all of this, you get a free
you wrote,
action.
you wrote about the runes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That was the last
I
thing was the
messaged
rune.
you the rune, and you said you were going to put me last.
Yes. I got distracted. Okay. Okay. So, okay. This is actually adding up perfectly. All right. I need you to do a. This is a grit roll.
Oh, good.
I'm concerned that Heather just went. and
Look at
stopped
chat.
typing.
Look at chat. I didn't even realize this.
Wait, which chat? There's so many different chats.
Which
No,
chat?
you don't look at chat. Focus on what we're
You focus on this.
doing.
Everybody
Yeah.
else.
You don't bother with chat. You
Okay.
got a lot going on.
All right. So, what did you get on your grit roll?
Apparently, the dice really wanted to be nice. It exploded twice, and then a 2. So that's 22.
22. Did you add your magic die?
No. The magic die landed on a 1, so 23.
All right. So everybody remember your numbers for what I've just had you roll for essentially helping. Poe, you doing this, I'll let you describe it as help. Okay. So Leia, did I have you roll anything for your okay, that is going to be, you know what, I'm going to call that a charm roll because it's share.
And
Okay.
the great thing is that because I'm rolling backwards, it's on my thing. It's technically considered a stunt where I get a +3 to my charm check as well.
Awesome. So Poe, remember your roll. You are aiding Renee. Leia, you are also aiding Renee.
Well, now I gotta have my magic die. Dang it.
Yep.
Jeez.
Okay.
And just help me keep track. Asani, were you also helping Renee? Okay, I'm gonna ask. How are you helping Renee? Sorry, I am. See, this is the
I am
one problem I have with
sending
this
in-
system. There's no initiative.
Yeah, I think going forward, we might want to implement an initiative.
Yeah.
That way we can finish out what people are doing before we're moving on to other people.
Fantastic.
That
All
might
right.
be helpful.
I have my psychic link with my familiar Mittens.
Yes. Okay. Mittens is
Mittens
helping.
is my displacer beast kitten. And
Gosh, yes.
so I contact Mittens. I'm like, I need you to pull Logan back from the displacement. So I send in Mittens to do that.
I could be so good to you. Just let me know.
It's my kitten.
No, that's not. I'm trying to romance the fuck out of you.
Unfortunately for
Wow.
you, you see like a little pin on my hoodie. It says Ace.
That's okay. It'll take time. I got time.
Hey,
You're
Ace,
currently turning back up.
That's not how that works.
Ace doesn't default to arrow.
That's true.
Ask Evelyn how they know.
That's true.
Okay. All right. So I
That's
need
fine.
a combination. Okay, Poe, what did you get? Let me find my pen and paper so I can actually keep track this time.
So if there's a whole bunch of stuff happening at the same time, should we actually go back to my roll first before we get all of the rolls that are helping?
Yes.
Give me your roll.
Okay, so I got a 3, but I am going to spend. I don't know what the DC is though, so I need you to give me the DC first.
Okay, I will ask.
I need the
You
DC.
would know this better than anyone, Logan. When you are in this phase moment, how would you want to be pulled back? Is the first question. Second, how would you say it is difficult to pull back from the moment you're in right now?
So, my character is hot-headed, and a little bit of backstory. I'm going to kind of dive into this. It'll make sense. I'm trying to find it so I don't fuck it up.
Because I have things that I can do to alter this role. So.
Percy holds on to a lot of guilt and frustrations as a person. And the as a person?
You said Percy.
Are we talking about Logan or are we talking about
Percy?
Percy, your father?
No, I said as a person. And there is a lot of generational pressure on them to succeed. And Stella's the only one that knows them enough that they actually... Oh, this character's about to fuck me up afterwards, and I'm going to deal with that later. Percy just wants to be seen and loved. And he watched as he fired this off, and he realized that he was losing control, but he couldn't stop it. And that's going to hurt a lot because even though what he was doing was right, it was wrong. All of this to say it's going to be difficult to pull me out. And Stella has once pulled me out. And it was one of the reasons why we got along was because they understood that they could speak to me and get to me on a personal level.
With that.
Okay, well, I'm using magic to make his emotions go bye-bye.
Okay. So. Yeah, what do you say? You're wanting his emotions to go away. You want him to lose all emotion.
No. What I'm doing, so calm emotions is basically just like something to kind of dissipate. If you want to get into like what it is the dissipation of the chemicals in the brain that are making you go blah, blah, blah. It is not a full like getting rid of emotions. It is a manipulation of brain chemicals to make you feel a little bit more calm.
Okay.
Perhaps interacting with something like some sort of receptors. My brain is only thinking of the receptors in your brain that are associated with marijuana usage.
As soon as you say that, Renee cast weed.
I mean, like it's
songs.
It's like a similar. It's a thing to like reduce anxiety. If you want to get into the
somatic component is kush kush, baby.
All right. Okay.
I'm trying to take the personal out and use magic because I don't know Logan very well.
So, all right. As you're doing this,
so I need the number.
All right. I'm going to say before you add anything to it, I want to see how everyone else's rolls are going to affect this one.
But I need to know but don't you need the number for my roll first?
Oh, yes. Just give me the number for your roll.
So sorry. I need the DC though.
The difficulty is going to be 45.
Yeah, he's broken. He's broken.
Okay. Then there's no point in even altering my roll. I get a 3.
A 3. Okay.
Because even if I use all of my adversity tokens, I'm never going to get close enough.
Well, here's what I am. Here's why I'm about to describe it.
It's combined.
This is a combined roll for everyone here.
We're all doing this.
So you can add adversity tokens after we do this. So what I want...
Well, the adversity tokens have a big part to play in this because what I can do is I can use an adversity token to re-roll my magic die and possibly increase my roll. So I'm going to do that since this is a combined thing.
So essentially what everyone's doing right now is combining onto yours.
Essentially, we're all combining our magical powers.
Allow me to explain the scene. What y'all are seeing, and am I allowed to kind of show what Percy is thinking and feeling?
Logan.
Since you messed with time,
Logan.
You both have called him
Percy.
Percy now.
you got me thrown off now. Okay, brain.
Okay,
okay.
Logan, paint the scene for us with Logan and everything
Please
going on
do.
emotionally with this phasing.
So, Logan, essentially what is happening is during this phase, with the remnants of the spell you cast earlier, if you'll allow for everyone else to see or explain, you're seeing a skip of different times in Logan's life. Almost like a record scratching back to like they're in this phase. It's showing like the screaming lectures, the names that have been called, the family gatherings where everyone is just pointing down to each other, to the younger generations that have not had a chance to succeed yet. All right. Do you want me to describe that? Are you okay?
Sorry, I was sending out a text one more time.
Okay. So essentially what's happening is during this phasing, your life is kind of happening on display. This time magic that you have did with that, it's having a record skip where it's like, go ahead.
I think I know exactly what you're looking for.
Okay.
You see people you would kind of see on the outside of this all of you guys casting these spells kind of at this cacophony of just chaos. Etched on the outside is this this scene of Logan with another person, another man, whose name was Oliver. And you see them close together and, together. They are together. And they are supporting each other. But you see him getting scolded at by Theodore and his own father about the family line and the family tradition and about making sure that the business is ran. He knew about the military stuff and he's trying to be a part of it. So he makes the choice to cut it off and leave Oliver behind forever. So that way he could live up to his family potential. But he was always afraid of that potential because it was too strong. The Grim line is full of powerful wizards and warlocks and witches. And they all have a destruction about them. And Logan has always feared it. And this moment is him losing grips and control. Is that good enough? Did you?
More than I ever could have asked. Okay. All right. With this, I'm going to ask Stella. You see Renee beginning their spell. And you see everyone else joining in to provide aid. How do you want to help in this situation?
So I actually just sent you a DM while he was.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, I do. No, I
Right.
absolutely.
No, you're gonna fuck with you.
I absolutely want to help. And given what you let me do earlier, I would like to.
Okay,
help
yep, I got
Renee.
it now. So what I'm going to ask is I'm doing this part. Renee, if you have a pen and paper, you can keep track of everybody's score, like what they're adding to this. We're going to start.
I will do my best.
All right. So we're going to start with first Poe. We'll have you describe what your spell looks like and what you got. Then we'll have Asani, you'll describe what your situation is looking like and what your role was. Leia, you will do the same. As I'm working this out with Stella, then we will get Stella scene, and we will figure out what we're gonna get out of this situation. So, Poe, go ahead.
Oh, this is fun. So everyone is gonna see at first, yellow rune, and then it turns blue as my entire arm just sparks with energy and electricity. And I look at the doc going, I might need a replacement. And I'm gonna walk up to Logan and realizing that I've seen some of these emotions before, having gone through what I did. I'm going to reach for the hand where it's currently shifting in and out of phase. You might also need to replace the roof, as I'm going to try to channel the release of this energy through me out the roof. As if I can grab a hold of Logan, you can see basically all the sadness, the moment of the flash, pain, and then just wanting to make sure that this doesn't happen again. And not wanting to lose someone like Logan. And I'm just going to point my glowing ruined electricity hand at the ceiling going, I hope this works.
What was your roll?
Or grit. That was 23.
Okay, 23. Go ahead and write that one down, Renee.
Sorry.
23.
23.
Okay, I had backup.
Thank you. All right. And I lost my loose initiative. Next up was...
Asani.
Thank you.
So Dasani is like holding on to their panda very tightly and like almost using it as a walkie-talkie between themselves and Mittens. And they're like, no, you really need to get him back here. I don't care how you do it, even if you have to drag him back by the seat of his pants. And yes, I know you've bitten him before. And like, just, we're on a time schedule. We don't have long. And I just wait for Mittens to try and pull him back by the seat of his pants.
All right, and what was your roll?
Am I rolling grit too?
Yours was, I think yours was charm.
I believe you said charm, yes.
So, oh yeah, that's right. This is magic. 13.
13.
Yeah.
Leia?
As you all saw Leia spin around and start to play this song, she chose this song because she clocked what Logan was going through. And she knows how to get her way with certain things in terms of manipulation and where it can cut deep. And that's why she said what she said to Logan when they popped into the other plane. But she recognizes that because she, while not from an affluent family, she has expectations on herself from her own family. And she recognizes that and knows what it's like to deal with failing expectations. Wanting to do something different. She spends a lot of time with her favorite professor, who is Sir Ian McKellen, who is the mental health kind of counselor, and her thing with wanting what she wants to do in school, not what her parents want her to do, is she wants to help other people realize that they don't have to follow the traditional path. So her choosing, if I could turn back time, is to hopefully rewind back, stop time, and stop Logan from feeling kind of what his uncle had said to him and what she had said to him. And she got a 14.
14. Fantastic. I'm not getting choked up over here. Stella.
Okay. So where are we at right now? Because I haven't had to make a roll yet. So...
Yeah.
40, if we count my 3, we're at 43.
Perfect. Okay. So having back broken, just 3 sad sacks of shit in front of me. Kind of as my nanobots return, as the nanobot petals return, you know, she's kind of gave all of her focus to stopping the people who were chasing Leia. Leia has been a great friend to her and really helped her really kind of helped her get in touch more with the modern world, right? I mean, she comes from a backwoods swamp and then lived in a lab for 5 years, but kind of recognizing just the air of energy about her, you know, she'll kind of turn back into the doorway and sees Logan twisting and shifting these wormholes opening up, and she's just gonna kind of go over to him, now, albeit this is a little bit stronger than the one she's used to, but she'll kind of push her glasses up and just look at him, and she'll place her hands on either side of his face and look, this is hard, and I know this is hard. You aren't them, and they don't have the capacity to hurt you or take away from you who you are. You are always going to be better than them. You are always going to be stronger and smarter than they are ever going to let you think. And I want you to remember that at the end of the day, you are still Logan, and that's okay. You are not wrong. You are not broken. You are not somebody you are not supposed to be. And if I could have any want for you, it would be to live the life that you want to live, not for other people, because you shouldn't be living for them. You should be living for yourself first. And she's gonna actually like get up on her little tippy toes, and she's gonna give you a big old kiss right on the lips. But as that happens, and I'm going to send you guys, actually, I'm going to put this in the Academy Show Talk. The back of her, where the coneflower petals usually are, her back's going to kind of bloom into this new flower. This flower is known as a lang-lang flower, and it emits scents that are largely to help with frustration and anger. And she's going to kind of let the scent of this new flower engulf the room and everybody around, but primarily focusing all of that energy back onto Logan.
With that,
What's your roll?
What's the roll?
I haven't had to make a roll. I don't know what I need to roll.
in this moment, I'm going to allow you to choose a skill.
Hell yeah.
You went straight for the heart. That could be... Let me know which one you're choosing.
Brains.
Brains, yes.
Brains.
Sorry, I'm trying not to cry over here. Y'all are
Well, that's a
amazing.
17 on the die, plus 2 for a 19.
Nice.
As all this kind of comes together, can I give my own little bit of emotion?
Yes.
So as because we've beaten the DC by a bit.
It's 72, by the way.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's.
I can't do math.
72. It's 72.
I say
The
as a
last
math
I
gay,
looked, it
I'm
was
not
that
doing
too.
math. But as kind of everybody chips into Renee's 3, Renee gets that 3 because he's scared. He's scared because there's a lot going on and not a lot of it makes sense. And he may not know Logan very well, but he's smart enough to pick up on the context clues around him of being forced into a relationship that you, for somebody else's sake and not your own. And Renee very much knows what it's like to be in a relationship because other people want you to be in that relationship and they think that that's the good relationship for you. And as much as he is clouded by that fear, he does still do what he can. And a 3 may not be much, but it ain't nothing.
With each of you using not only your magic, but your empathy, your own personal will, your soul, so to speak. Each of your magics connect as a line directly to Logan. And you see this shift begin to like pause and break, and essentially you pull Logan into reality. You, as this is happening, Renee, you are the focus of the spell. With this power flowing through you and you being the anchor, you know what, just to see how dramatic it is, give me a brawn roll.
Oh boy.
This is for flair, because I don't think I've made you make a brawn roll this entire time.
No, I haven't rolled a brawn yet. That is only a D8, but I do get a +1.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought, was that my highest skill?
No, fight is my highest skill.
You know what? Give me a fight roll. You are fighting this
Nice.
SOB out of here.
I also get a +1 to this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
If it's that goldfish dice and it did what I think it did, throw it in the trash.
Just take me outside.
Was that a 1?
Take me out back.
Throw that dice out.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I'm asking. 1?
That's a natural 1 for a total of 2.
You.
Do I get to add the
finish-
magic die?
Well, this works. Because you're going to succeed regardless. As the anchor of this spell, pulling Logan back into essentially your reality, you are suddenly hit with panic. This is too much. You're just Renee Boucher from Louisiana. I'm a vampire. What am I doing here? You feel an arm on your shoulder. You look back to see, it looks almost out of place. A young woman.
With red hair and a pretty blue dress.
I don't know. Do they look familiar to your mother?
Oh, no. That's very different.
You see,
that's brown hair and a very fashionable, very girl boss suit.
you see a young mage, looks to be dressed from the earliest 16th century, features similar to your mother. They grab your shoulder. You feel an instant comfort. Says, honey, don't you know you come from a long line of magic? you're stronger and better than you realize, and like grabs your left arm and grabs this magical anchor with you. Boom! With a loud pop, Logan is back to his regular self, drops to the ground, but is otherwise unscathed.
Did anybody else see that?
No.
I have a question. What happened to the ceiling since I was trying to focus the energy out?
Oh, the ceiling's fucking.
Well, I'm good news and bad news. The ceiling, though rattled, is still in place. However, you hear a loud roar and the sound of a tank busting through another wall, where you see this crocodile with the head of a velociraptor and tank tread busting through the wall, chasing after security guards.
Velocigator.
The
Hell
Velocigator.
Autobots,
I think that's
out.
All right, yeehaw! Anybody got a rope? I can do a lasso.
Ride that back to school.
Yeah.
Asani, what you got?
I walk over to Theodore Grimm climbing out of a window, which is very funny to watch because I'm 4 foot. And check his pulse. Is he actually alive or is he dead?
He's alive, but fucking feeling it.
Is he unconscious?
He's unconscious.
Okay, cool. I kick him in the head. And I go, that's
That
for
sounds like
blocking
Lily's-
my pay raise for fucking 3 years.
That's
And
classic
you're
Lily.
gonna be fired for that stupid fucking breach if it's the last thing I do. And I go back inside.
Hey, we got like a Scooby-Doo sort of vibe going on. You want to join our crew?
Wow.
No.
Okay.
Did anybody else? I'm gonna ask. Was anybody listening to this? I want to say, yeah, you totally kick him in the face. The face is
I'm
properly
still
kicked.
down a hallway.
Oh, yeah, checking on Logan.
No, I definitely was not listening to the Scooby-Doo vibes and the rays and all that shit. I was preoccupied.
I'm not paying attention to this glowing and electric coming off. I'm looking at Logan. Is he all right?
Logan, are you all right?
I can hear his pulse from here if it helps.
Bloody migraine.
A little bit.
Oh, fuck. Is everyone all right?
Something like that.
Are you all right?
Yep, that's the better question.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You guys still
went out
hear
of phase
Cher.
again. Didn't I?
Honey, you went a little more than out of phase, yeah.
We brought you back.
Oh, wait, I just
You
Oh,
damn
no.
near blew up.
killed my uncle.
He's not dead, if it helps.
No, he's still alive.
Yeah,
He's still alive.
I can also hear his pulse.
Oh,
I can hear all of your pulses.
Leia's
Except Stella's.
faster.
As I climb through, how long did that combat take, by the way?
I want to say that took, with everything going on, the longest portion was trying to pull Logan back. But I'll say about 5 minutes.
I turn and look at everyone who's within earshot of me. I'm like, y'all have 5 minutes to get the fuck out of here. We need to go.
Yeah, let's.
agreed.
Are you coming with us? Or are you staying here?
I have some unfinished business to do here, and then I'm resigning my position and disappearing.
Okay. Before we go and deal with whatever I need, what breach was he talking about?
We can talk on the way. I turn and look at the doctor. Is like, what is he like paying attention to us? Does he even give a shit?
He's reacting to all this.
Sitting on the desk.
He is, first of all, just through the sheer force of the magic that has been happening, was launched backwards, been held against the wall. After he says, I see nothing. Is he dead?
No.
If you want him dead, you might want to try and wrangle that Velocigator. I'm not killing him.
The Velocigator comes home with us. Renee and I are going to get a pass on one of our classes. We don't have to worry about it. The Velocigator comes home.
You see that it's heading in the direction of the school.
All right, look, as long as it's going home.
We should probably go keep an eye on it, though.
I turn and look at the professor. I would like to. I look at him. I'm like, you can either pretend that you don't know anything, or I can make sure you don't know anything, and then you're just not even possible to be questioned.
I believe I was knocked out at least 5 minutes ago. I hate that motherfucker over there.
I'm glad we have an understanding. I'll make sure that you have all access to everything in the future. Anyways, we need to.
Would you like a job in the research lab?
As long as I never have to see fuckface again.
We should talk about this. If we found something to pin on him, then he would be out of here.
That's already in the works. I turned it to Logan and I'm like, the breach. And I pull you into the hallway and motion for everybody else to follow and close the door behind us.
Wait. Before you yank me into the hallway, I'm just gonna try product. Doctor, we're gonna talk. Product.
You are the most wonderful thing that has ever come
product.
from my...
And then the door shuts.
I said nothing. It was that fuckface.
I got questions. Pet.
Okay. We're gonna go over and meet up with Maple. Well, I can say her name now, Leia, because all the cameras are off. Nothing's recording. So yes, we know that Leia's a hacker. Yes, they did things and I got them in. It doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Y'all can figure that out on your own.
Wait, are you part of the breach?
Yes. I am the breach. Because these fuckers don't pay me enough. And I needed to make money. Because even though you drop out of college, you still have to pay off your fucking student loans.
So you attacked our school?
I didn't know what they were using it for. They just asked for information. And I gave them said information because the idiots in the military department think they're so fucking great. They don't even protect anything. They just leave these stupid spreadsheets on the goddamn server with no protection at all. It's so easy to get the information. So I just put it on a little drive and I took it to where they told me to take it. And that's it. And it's all going to get pinned on Mr. Fuckface over there because he's the one who didn't protect anything. I may be a dropout, but I'm smarter than most people think.
Do any of you have pliers?
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 My hand, you can still see the ruin and it's electrified. Yeah, but it's going to take a bit to shut it off.
I do know who the buyer is. So the doctor over there is completely innocent, by the way. It was a Zacharias Finnegan? If that means anything to any of y'all?
Does that mean anything to any of us?
Does that mean anything to any of
Grievous
us?
is looking like it does, and all of us are saying no. Except for Mist, who's being a little shifty.
Mist is
Hey,
always
I have a
shifty.
glowing ruin on it and it's electrified.
Who is this supposed to mean something to?
You've met them.
Oh, we did!
Oh! He's in the AV grub!
Yes, he was in
Yeah.
IT!
It was already in the server room when you arrived.
That's the guy who was concentrating.
Yeah, he was the one that wouldn't
He was
look
the one
at
who
my
was like, man.
Lexi's
That's the
Toby.
concentrating motherfucker.
Yeah, he's the one concentrating on everything.
That was a clippable moment.
It's like me in the background,
Well,
like,
no, I didn't put names in my recap notes. I have them for personal reasons.
So,
And then I went, oh, yeah?
Personal reasons.
But
I have dropped that it could be him 4 times in this entire fucking game.
You have not.
I have.
What?
Stupid.
Watch the VODs.
What more do you want
Roll
from
that
us? We are
tape
not
back.
that smart. Roll that
Well,
tape.
maybe
Incredibly
3. Maybe
dense.
3. I specifically dropped.
I'm gonna go back and watch it.
breathe.
As your DM, I don't know what you're talking about.
I
When
feel your
people
pain.
dropping hints, no fucking idea what that means.
I have never
I'm
dropped a
autistic.
single
I can't
hint
even read my
ever.
own mind.
Never.
Anyway, I'm incredibly dense.
So-
I don't get things.
I actually know that piece of shit, and he owes me something, so let's go have a chat.
I think that would be wise.
Wait,
All
isn't
right.
the computer
Oh
person
god,
in the
Professor
AV club?
McConaughey's taking over.
And if we
I'm
need
going to ask
the
everyone.
intimidation.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there anything else y'all are doing right here in this moment?
I'm gonna
No,
go.
I have
cut
target
the
murder.
teeth.
I've got private messages to you, depending what Leia's about to do.
And while you read that, God, this episode went fucking sideways. But I'm gonna walk over to Theodore and I'm gonna put one of my fancy little shoes right on his crotch and I'm gonna step on him. If you ever call me product again, I will personally see to it that your heart stops and you won't know where the fuck it came from.
And
Then I'm gonna
thus
step on
ended the
him.
line of Theodore Grimm. Now he's alive, but that's stop. There's going to be no more Grimms on this branch.
Wow. Y'all like, I leave y'all at Grimm's office and I look down at my watch and I'm like, y'all have 3 minutes. And I
gotta
walk back
go.
to the front desk.
We
Okay,
And
have
let's
as
get
I'm
this way.
walking down, I just keep like, I'm yelling things about bonuses and pizza parties and these people could just go fuck themselves. And like, I'm just mad at corporate at this point.
All right, I'm gonna take my new pedals and fly away.
I'm
you
going
know-
to ask in this last moment, Leia is falling behind.
Leia, come on.
I've never thought I would ask this of a player. This is going to be... I don't know what to call this. I'm just going to tell you, roll a d20 and roll for arson.
Thank you.
Ma'am, my house is here. I live here.
Leia, because I would assume there's a code pad on to get into his office.
Absolutely, and you already have that
She
sheet.
goes, great. Opens it up. She goes, I'm gonna need some music for this. Puts her headphones on, presses play.
Fireball.
No, you start hearing burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, burn that mother down.
Wow.
And she's literally she sends out essentially what like the musical notes and everything are like catching fire through this as she's sending it in to his office and as she's healing the fuck back to get out and she's like dancing as she's doing this and like the music is casting fire as she's following the crowd like everybody else out. So
You see just outside of the security fence, Professor Larange on top of his trusted Velocigator.
God, I love it here.
I've got my umbrella open. Hey there, Professor.
Y'all, I didn't expect this to happen so fast. I thought there was going to have to be like a whole committee. You know what? I don't see nothing. Why? I don't know why there's smoke. They should really. You're
I
not
think
supposed to
somebody
smoke in
dropped
this.
matches inside. but
You
it wasn't
didn't
us.
see. You didn't see nothing. We didn't do nothing. None of us were ever here.
Exactly. You know, I got
You weren't
distracted.
here
You know
either.
what? I can't believe that Faux Burger is trending right now on Cast.
The face Randall was making.
Oh, I
Sonny?
finally got the faux burger. Yay!
Are they all of them out?
Oh yeah,
Are they all
everybody's out. You saw.
Do you
go ahead.
want to know my role?
I mean, I really don't care. It was just for fun. I wanted to say roll for arson, but sure, why not?
Whatever, it was 25 for arson.
25 for
Damn.
arson.
Okay. If they are all out, y'all, if you're like paying attention as you're walking out the door, you hear me on the radio. I'm like, hi, yes, this is Asani. I need security to go and apprehend Theodore Grimm, please. He is our breach. And also there's a fire in hallway, whatever. He was trying to cover his tracks.
And in this moment of beauty, yeah, with that arson roll, the whole place is going down quick. You managed to hit a vat of testing chemicals that are meant to see the deterioration of metals and other materials. It has exploded. Luckily, almost every living thing has gotten out. You see Dr. Hauser running out. It's like, I'm going to need a new lab. Oh, is anyone else hiring? Oh, this is not good whatsoever. You see security guards just fucking off. You see Willow just sitting there like... you see Elliot walking out like with burning, with the burning write-ups like, yeah, fuck this place.
That guy's got a lot of energy, ain't he?
He seems very energetic.
Everybody receives a notification on their phones from Cast. Hashtag faux burger. FOE burger. You click on it and you see a meme of Al holding up a burger and someone punching it. It has over 10,000 shares.
What?
Posted by Zacharias Finnegan.
Wow, that's rude.
I don't understand it.
Poe,
I do.
roll a brains roll for me.
Yeah,
No,
I'm so
goody.
fucking confused.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Can we all roll a brain
Yeah.
roll?
You know what, everybody? You know what? Everyone roll for brains. If you want to roll for arson, just, you know what? Add to the arson.
Roll for brains. That's
I
the
need
rule.
it.
I'm gonna roll my
So-
d6 for brains.
I have a D12. The first one exploded +1. So that's 12 plus 4, so 17.
17.
That's
Renee?
you.
2. You
Renee, we're
don't
both
get it.
stupid.
Leia, you're
I
like,
don't
this
get
is
it.
not even funny.
I know
Like,
better
oh, it's
memes than this.
misspelled foe, la-di-da.
But like foe is in like evil? Like it doesn't make sense.
I don't
Stella.
understand.
Probably
I got
Nachi
12.
Kate had better
Generation.
memes than this
Oh.
shit.
Pause for just a second. Stella, what you got?
12.
12. What you got, Logan?
38. Got a natural 20.
Nice.
I have not exploded in a
well,
while.
Somebody else did that earlier, and there's a reason why I got codes.
Well, I'm going to say definitely Stella, you're like, okay, it's kind of why you think an evil villain would do something better than posting memes. Poe,
Does that mean I failed?
you failed.
Okay,
You
cool.
were close. Poe,
Son of a bitch.
You succeeded, but not wide enough. You're like connecting the dots a little bit more. It's like, this isn't right. Hold on, this joke doesn't even make sense. Why? And then Logan, you are looking through the phone at this point. You are surging with magical energy left over from this experience. You see runic binary in the code of the meme. You recognize this as a phylactery. 20,000 shares. 25,000 shares.
No. Bad.
And this is where we're going to end the session tonight.
Fuck.
I was going to say, it's the same ruin. My hand has been glowing with a ruin this entire time.
I don't get it.
Rune.
Ruin?
Yeah. But your hand glowing?
Yeah, my hand's been glowing with a ruin. The same types of ruins that's been in the binary.
Yeah.
Is your hand a phylactery? Bitch.
God,
It is
fuck.
not.
Bitch.
I will allow. I'm not sure if I gave you all the information, Poe. I'll double check to make sure. Next session, you can describe it or not. Who knows? It's up to you what you want to share with the party.
I'm unironically
There's a
the party
reason why
necromancer.
most of these people
know all
don't
that
like me.
I have questions, but that's for next session.
Yes, I have to say, wow, this.
That last part threw me. So let's just.
That just went
Yeah,
somewhere else.
I was all on board, and then I went, "What?"
I am deeply.
Can I make
deeply
another brains roll?
confused.
I'm sorry, my brain is broken. Hold on.
Yeah, my brain's a little bit
Yeah.
broken from the emotion, from the arson, and everything else. So I'll make sure I describe it a bit better. I will send you some messages here in a little bit to go into further detail.
The scene with Logan was. Oh, it was hard.
Yeah, it was good.
It was
good, though.
hard. It was beautiful. Well, Lily, you already jumped off. I was going to give you some props too, but love you.
You're probably still there. I had a thought and then it slipped my fucking mind. I will say, because this isn't like our traditional D&D, and while D&D does give a lot of emotions, I will say like tabletop role-playing games like this, like Thirsty Sword Lesbians, various ones like this, they are more emotionally based. So that's why you guys probably see a little bit more through the RP and why this one was so emotional as it was.
Yeah, that was this session was good.
Hey!
And shout out to Lily for joining us today for
Yes.
this.
The doggo had to go outside. She was doing the potty dance.
Oh, man.
I know that dance well.
I'm so glad you got to join this first session.
Me too.
Oh my.
Yes.
I'm glad I
So,
brought
you don't know
chaos.
how hard
It was
it
so
was
fun.
to keep that quiet in the beginning. I was like, hey, when you jump in, make sure my name doesn't show up and my camera's blank.
I was
You
in
were-
here like an
you were
hour
in here-
beforehand.
But also you were there when I popped in and I'm like, who the fuck is this?
I straight up assumed it was Randall because
And we
you
did
don't
think
have
it
a
was
name
Randall.
in here. And then
Yeah.
Randall joined.
Yeah, Randall's
was
like,
like-
that's my other camera.
Did I cover well?
No.
No, I
Damn.
was like,
Cover
that's
well?
weird.
No,
Yeah.
Evelyn and I clocked you guys in. I texted
Well-
Evelyn. This is shady as hell, and Evelyn's like, this totally screams guest star.
I already knew.
I'm not
Evelyn
Yeah.
knew because Doofus messed up the other night.
I
We
just-
were in chat. We were in VC, and you're like, I have ideas for the character you're gonna play. And I was like, Doofus, Evelyn
did
is
do that.
in chat.
Yeah.
Well,
I forgot. I will say, as soon as that call ended, I forgot until I got in here and I saw the extra camera and I was like, oh, right.
That's what they said.
That makes
Well-
sense.
Oh, well,
I do have
with
to-
that, I
Yeah.
made a boo-boo on that one. But, Randall, why don't you tell us where we are?
Where are you going?
Oh,
Yeah.
I just
Tonight.
sent you a DM. I just sent you a DM. Transplanter happens to be live with a cast Q&A.
Oh,
Before we go,
Yeah.
we should probably thank our patrons, Nilani B, Michael M, and Rebecca M. Thank you all so much.
Thank you for that
for
Arizona tea,
being a
boo-boo.
patron. Yeah, give me $2. Anyways.
grab
Well-
those raid emotes as we head over to Transplanter and say hello and give them that big queer.
Yes.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Be kind to
We have
yourselves.
how many more episodes?
We have one more episode after
Before the
this.
holiday.
That's right.
Mhm.
This one's a little shorter, guys. So the finale for this one is going to be on the 20th, and then that is it. So make sure to
we
come
had
to the
two more.
conclusion of all of this
I'm not prepared.
as we send these characters
Oh,
off
yeah.
for the last time.
Yep.
Thank you so much, guys.
love
I
you so much.
cannot I'm getting emotional already. Just want to say thank you, be kind to yourselves, and remember, never miss an opportunity to say I love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.